yes man. I'm a rich boy.
Throw some beads on her.
I'm a breast man. I'm a skeet on her, make a mess. And she gon' look up to me, I'm who she proud of. I come from where it's hustlers, pimps, players, and Don Daughters. New shit might get spooky, had to bring the waves back. Stupid little bitch won't reminisce about some shit from way back. When you slacking on the job, that's when they try to take that. Niggas really think they cutthroat cause they talking, not they next. Why don't you get out your feelings? Middle fingers to these niggas, they wanna see me turn to the villain. Either way though, I'm a killer. When they tried to tell me no, I said no, motherfucker, yes. Yes, 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 yes. When they tried to tell me no, I said no, motherfucker, yes, 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 yes. Fuck you, me, my life real GTA. And I need a payment in ETH. Right now the motherfucking ETA. And I've been a champ, nigga, year after year after year. Yeah, I'm going 3P wave. I ain't dropping no dime, you boys cheapskates. And I'm sticking to the course, no PGA. Hoes plotting on me, that's so cliche. 5-star sweet, 5-star general, yeah, bitch. And I'm going with AWOL. How the fuck a young nigga got his whole logo on a jersey and a nigga don't play ball? Stupid niggas be like, what you been on? I said the fucking rocket, bitch, I'm about to go take off. Bitch, I'ma fly my own PJ. Fuck you mean top flight security of the world, Craig. Goofy ass high ass niggas got my name in their mouth cause I'm all in they girl head. I stick to the code, niggas can't decode me if they push on my buttons, it's code red. 20,000 bitches praying that we break up. You that nigga while you sleeping, I'm him when I wake up. Yeah, holy matrimony where I stack the cake up. This right here the realest game I probably ever gave up. When they tried to tell me no, I said no, motherfucker, yes. Yes, 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 yes. When they tried to tell me no, I said no, motherfucker, yes, 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 yes. Yeah. I would rather give y'all my soul, I don't have to sell it. Might take a piss off your rap, Mount Rushmore after I scale it. Blue strips, when I do hit the strip, no, we fucking it up like Elvis. No broke talk, go talk, money talking to me like I don't need no motherfucking therapist. Brought it right back to the crib, like it's nowhere else to go. I was in North Carolina throwing up them pyramids with whole confirmation that my ancestors built pyramids for sure. Nothing happens by coincidence, it's written in the scrolls. Fucking wifey types like hoes, I can't even put on my clothes. Bitch, I gotta go. Pockets so deep it implodes. Who keeping up with the skull? I don't plateau. Niggas back up in that mode and I don't wait no pros or no cons cause I only know pros. Fuck what you selling me. I lay the play down and run this bitch. I think they telling me no.
Sean Don.
Hey. That was Big Sean.
He should have said boy.
Boy.
He should have brought back. He should have brought back exactly.
The little bitch.
He should have brought that back.
Little bitch vibes, you feel me?
At the end, yeah.
Yo, so how we fucking with that, or what we doing with that?
I like the record. I always liked Big Sean though. You know, ever since I think the first thing I heard from him was Finally Famous 3.
Oh yeah, that mixtape.
The mixtape, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I always like, bro. He's a very, very good rapper. I just feel like the time that he came up in, people made a choice to crown the A rappers and the B rappers. And then he somehow, along with, you know, Wale and a couple other guys, Meek Mill maybe, he fell in that B tier. And then everybody
So he
else
was securely in the B tier. He was never A. So A tier would have been Kendrick, J. Cole, and Drake.
Right.
Why is it only 3 spaces in each tier, bro? What's
I
up?
think the way the human brain works, like we just like to, you know, organize things in a certain way. Like, it's a complete number. 3, you know, it's like a triangle. Like,
that's fact.
You know, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think ever since the whole Biggie, Jay-Z and not when Jay-Z said that, it was like, no, there's 3, right?
Yeah.
And then it became, and it was.
But in the Olympics, it's 3. It's gold.
That's a
silver,
fact. Wow.
bronze.
Okay, so
Like,
this is beginning of time type shit. There's 3 places.
There's
First,
three
second,
places
third, fourth
to
doesn't
be
matter.
spoken about.
Facts.
We don't talk about number
Okay.
4. We don't
Yeah.
talk
But
about
Sean,
him like that.
Sean, you know, also, I think for him, you know, his mixtapes are better than his albums, you know, which a lot of people feel.
Yeah.
And I like the Dark Sky Paradise a lot, and
So I heard that was a classic.
it can be at this point. I'm not mad at somebody that says that's a classic.
What's the joints off of Dark Sky Paradise?
He had
like,
Blessed.
I ain't fucking with you. Is
I
that
ain't
on
fucking
there?
with you. He had the Ariana Grande song on there.
Yeah.
It was. He had the One Man Could Change the World.
Yep.
You know, he had
Man.
joints on there. Like,
Is
but-
Big Sean too positive to be like?
No.
Is that what it is? Because he's a very positive guy.
I think him and Kanye fell out, and that was just what it was.
But the thing is, I don't think it was that, because he in his most recent post where he talked about whether or not Ye leaked his album, he showed his plaque, and if we talking about niggas putting up numbers,
He put up
and
big
hits,
numbers.
and being lyrical, and having mixed it, like
At a time where
he
it
did
still mattered.
he did everything.
He did everything for real.
He did everything. He sold 185 million records.
Like that nigga is more popular and commercial than Kendrick. He's more like lyrical and thoughtful than Drake. He's not. He's a better balance of thought-provoking and focusing on important things than J. Cole. J. Cole focuses too much on that shit. Sean will have like a party and then tell you about Deepak Chopra and like getting in touch with yourself in the middle of the party song. So he was just like too much of a balance
breakdown
of all three of them dudes. He wasn't extreme enough in any of them categories.
Yo, that's an excellent.
Because Drake really is
that's
the
an
party
excellent
guy.
take. Yeah.
Cole is the smart guy. Kendrick is the artist guy. And Sean really just,
He was everything.
he was all of that shit together. Or is all of that shit
That's
together.
like, yo, that's crazy. Because that's like the LeBron thing. Like, I don't know. Sometimes when you're too good at something, it's like,
I think
I don't-
Sean's too good.
You said it's like the LeBron thing.
Hold
on, brother.
No.
Did you just say that Big Sean is the LeBron of the rap
No,
game of the last 10 years?
No, listen. What I'm saying is,
That's a step back in the frame for that.
LeBron does everything.
Okay,
on
yeah.
the basketball court.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. He rebounds. He can
Yep.
score. He's a great passer. Like his IQ is high level. You know, he's a playmaker. He plays defense. Well, he played defense, right? So that's what I'm saying. So sometimes when you have no flaws in your game like that, it just makes people they don't appreciate it as much. That's
I can't
I don't know
because
if that was a reach or not. I felt
I'll compare him to LeBron, but I'm not gonna say that's his downfall. His downfall isn't that really he's too diverse. That's part of it. I'm gonna go back to what Joe was saying earlier.
Okay.
Cause LeBron is King James, and he'll call himself that.
Yeah.
Big Sean be playing the little guy role too much. It's like
Yes.
Yeah.
I gotta defer to this guy, or I gotta defer to that guy. I guess the first guy he had to defer to was Ye. Then the whole game is talking about this guy Drake. You gotta defer to him now. You in front of Kendrick in the line, but somehow now you gotta defer to him.
Yeah.
And J. Cole, he apologized, so we're gonna leave him out of the whole shit. Like he's not even a part of this.
Yo, chill on Cole.
Good thing I ain't wear my dream
Cole,
belt. 'cause I
Cole
picked
is
it up
still
this morning.
cold, but yeah.
Okay.
But no, I agree with that take. I agree with that take. And he somehow had little issues with all of those guys at some point, right? Well, except Cole.
Did he have one with? He had one with Drake.
Yeah.
So this is what it is, bro.
Because you remember when Drake was on the DJ Khaled record,
Yeah.
and he subbed Big Sean.
What he say? I don't remember that part.
They was saying that Drake at the beginning of that record, he was subbing Big Sean on No New Friends.
On No New Friends?
No, not No New Friends. What was the getting so I ain't felt this way since I was 18.
I'm on one.
I'm on one. Yeah, they
Okay.
said that Drake
Yeah.
subbed him, and And then it was an argument who did the flow first, and
Who did the flow first?
I mean, I never did the knowledge, but to me, if it was Sean. That was the first I heard.
That super duper flow,
super-
that hashtag rap style.
He did Lemonade. He rapped over Gucci Man Lemonade.
Facts.
That was-
No, my name is not Casper. Boy, what the fuck these rappers sound like? Just a whole bunch of my sound bites. First whip, Garbo. Second whip, Largo. Don't worry about my niggas, they're good. Marshall, bank account got me feeling well. Fargo, ballin' till I get a mill a check. Darko, I just give them line after line after line after line after line. Barcode, they looking for my work. Narco, cause I just black out in the booth. Charcoal, me, Don C, Tone, and 54 bitches.
True.
That's really when he brought that bitch.
That was it.
That was really
I
it.
never-
man.
But do y'all feel like he's had like good hits consistently?
Sean?
I mean,
Sean was making
from-
hits, bro.
I'm saying was past tense, yes, for a period, but like the longevity, I feel like his popularity didn't stay high. Like,
I think the way the hits was working for Sean, it's just like how they were working for everybody else. Like, let's keep in mind, Drake had to start going and getting other artists for the
Yeah.
hits.
Facts.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he was just coming out with songs and they were hits.
Facts.
He had to go tap in with the new fan base.
very
So
true. Sean did not.
Sean was like making hits up until what, 2017? Cause we got Bitch I Don't Fuck With You,
Yeah.
Blessed. And then after that, he kind of just stopped putting out albums
Yeah.
for real. Like, it wasn't
been
like he was
booed up,
struggling
though.
for hits. He been booed up.
Definitely been booed up.
So
He-
here's like,
he was going through some dark times in his life that he spoke about on the last album.
well, nigga,
Like suicidal.
you gotta turn that
thoughts
to a
and-
hit single, bro. We don't care for real, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know
He,
you.
he definitely the hiatus. He had a run where he was going crazy, and then it was a hiatus. Right, we could say.
So, all right, just broad. In a nutshell, here's my issues with Big Sean, or the issues why I think the world runs into. He always pulls himself out of the rap game for his new relationship. He like completely removes himself. That's the first thing. His relationships aren't interesting, so we can't talk about them.
At one point, they slick kind of almost overshadowed his music.
They definitely
for
did.
sure.
Yeah.
Like for a big part of like every few years it was a new one, then it was like, okay, let's focus on that relationship, not the songs you just made.
Yeah.
But really I think it's really what Joe said. I think Cuz just ain't standing on it. He not, this is my spot. I'm gonna put the crown on my own head. Fight me for it, nigga. You got a problem?
Yeah.
Because every time, like, Sean is the type of rapper that does speak just like the rest of these rappers. I'm the best. I'm the GOAT. Come try me. But every time anybody say his name, it's like, nah, I'm a peaceful guy. I didn't have no issue with you whatsoever.
Yeah.
And most of the times it came out that this was a lie and not true. So.
Yeah. So I think that's a great explanation. I agree wholeheartedly. I think he did a Breakfast Club interview years ago where they were asking him about things that he was saying in records, and he just was like, he was making a case for himself, but there's a way in which if you really want to be the best and want to be that guy, there's a way that you go about that. You don't have to explain it to people. Like,
Yeah.
I do records with everybody, and I'm on records with Jay-Z, I'm on records with Eminem, and I'm going toe to toe with the best of the best. Like, I don't want to hear you explain that. I want to hear you pop that shit. And if you is dissing niggas, stand on it, like you said. Like,
All right. Away from public persona, real talk. Of these guys that come from that blog era rap generation, where does Big Sean rank? Not the public persona, just the raps.
So,
Where he at?
Let me tell you what this Reddit post says, and I don't agree.
Okay.
It says he was like a tier under the big three. So they were talking about the same people on this post.
yeah.
And it said that he's in the category with ASAP and Wale.
I just said that. I did
Like
I
A$AP
just
and Wale.
said that, yo. So you don't agree with that?
I mean,
He
because don't know. I guess ASAP threw me off a little bit. but
ASAP. So is he
A$AP
above
was- yo,
ASAP or below
was-
ASAP?
A$AP was that nigga when he
I would
dropped,
say
like when he first came.
Above, because I feel like Sean had a longer run than ASAP. I'm not saying ASAP is dead. Like, I just know way more Big Sean songs than ASAP songs.
I think though at the time of that's the tier. Like
At
Rocky
that
never
time.
got to the A tier either.
Yeah, very
You know.
true.
Yeah.
So I think that tier of the Wale's, the Big Sean's,
B-list.
the
So-
Wale's.
So wait,
yeah,
man. We
the
saying my boy Big
Mills.
Sean never made it to the A tier like ever. He got
Like,
he
to-
got
to-
he
to-
has to have more hit singles than J. Cole.
So
He has to have more hit singles than Cole, bro.
I mean, okay,
Yeah.
let's say he was at the A tier at one point because he we could say that, and then at some point,
but I can
But
see you
was
don't
the
even
A
want to
tier-
give it to him. You
But
like
was
ah.
the A tier only like when he was with good music? I don't know. Like, I just feel like that was his hype with
Like-
everyone, and I feel like his fan base didn't follow him through, like over time. Like Drake's fan base followed him through. Kendrick's fan base followed him through. Like, when's the last
Well,
time he really?
because
Drake
Drop-
fan base actually just grew. He's like literally going from fan base to fan base, allowing it to grow and really cultivating that shit. Kendrick's base is literally just growing with him.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna keep supporting him, keep speaking of his greatness. Big Sean's did kind of fall off because
I feel
I'm
like
a
his
part of
fan
Big
base-
Sean fan base.
Yeah, I just
and
feel
I
like
don't
his fan
want
base ain't
to.
moved.
I don't really want to like really speak on his behalf with that much emphasis, with my chest out like that. Y'all see, I got my chest. out.
Listen, man, listen.
Okay.
I just looked it up. So y'all remember the Detroit mixtape?
Hell yeah, that shit was
Yeah.
fire. Yeah,
Fire.
yeah,
Maybe he was at the A tier at that time, but
definitely.
what album?
Definitely.
Another album came out that year, and it was Good Kid, Mad City.
Mm.
So like,
Bro,
so like, yo, at the height of Sean's like, because that was a peak for him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a peak for him. We got this other classic album that drops the same year. Who's on the album? ASAP's on the album.
Very true.
Drake's
Yeah.
on that album.
Very
2
true.
Chainz is
Big
on
Sean wasn't on the album.
that. Not on Good Kid.
Not Good
no.
Kid.
Wow,
Uh,
Big Sean, you need to start a beef with Kendrick Lamar and follow it through, bro.
He did, but he
You're
didn't-
following through
he
this
didn't
time,
fo-
bro.
He didn't follow through.
He put everybody on that album but you, bro.
2 Chainz was on the album.
Wow. 2 Chainz made the album, bro.
Hey,
Stop.
2 Chainz is on fire.
Yeah.
Don't cap on Chainz. Like,
I'm not gonna cap on Chainz, but Chainz just he's in a different tier. He's in
fucking
the.
problems.
I fuck with it. Okay, man. Big Sean. What's the advice
Now,
for
we
Big
fuck
Sean?
with Sean. Yo, at this point, I mean, to me, he's a young legend in the game.
Yeah, for real.
He had a 10-year. To me, if you have a 10-year career, you sold over 180 million albums. You had
Yeah.
hits. You had lyrical shit. You had classic
Facts,
mixtapes.
yeah.
Some people say you have a classic album. At this point, he has nothing to prove, but I think he still feels like he has something to prove. Sean, you don't have anything to prove, bro. You nice. People that know hip hop know what it is. Without you should know what it is, where you stand amongst the greats of your generation, and if you know, you know. Like, and if you don't, like, it is what it is. I'm looking forward to the new album. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I'm gonna tap in for sure.
So this what I heard. I saw a little tweet. It said Big Sean be rapping like his life dependent on it, and it don't be mattering at all. And the only thing I could think is that is a fact. This nigga can rap like a fool, but it doesn't really amount to much. And I am a rap fan, but I have to agree, bro. You gotta bring something more to the table. I don't know what it is. It's intangible. If I could produce it, I just would be a rap star. So, bro, you gotta bring that showmanship. And also, you gotta do some better game planning. Stay away from Kendrick's album drop time.
Oh yeah.
Cause I heard Big Sean album coming out too. And what's looming ever in the background? That Kendrick Lamar follow-up to Not Like Us
Yeah.
album.
Oh yeah.
Don't drop it on the wrong day, Sean, because you dropped that last song the day before like that.
Sucks for him.
Just
When they did Control together, that was Big Sean's song. A lot of people don't even remember that.
you just told us about Good Kid, Mad City. They just apparently leaked your whole album, Sean. This Kendrick situation, you got to get this under wraps. Team up with the nigga, shoot him down or something. But
You know my best friend.
he doesn't. Compton is alive.
But yeah,
for real.
I mean, I could somewhat agree with that. I think like at some point you can rap really well, and you know it just niggas ain't feeling it. Like just it's something like you said, it's intangible. It's like niggas ain't feeling it. Like you know what I mean. You gotta make.
But
it
I did
feel.
feel it. I just when we listened to that, yes. Yeah, I was feeling. I was like,
it was hot. It was hot.
You know what I
like,
mean?
He got
I was
the flows,
amped up.
He got the bars. Like
got the beats.
The beats. But it's just like, is it him? Like I don't know.
I need
think
that
or
persona.
At some point, like people stop caring.
facts.
Yeah, at some
Yeah.
point he just sound like he's tired. when
You
he
know what,
rapping.
man? I'm tired of this Big Sean conversation myself. So we're gonna move on from that straight into where you want to go with this time? Where we going, man? Who is the lamest nigga in the whole NBA?
See, I don't really like
What?
that. I don't
That's
like
rude.
that.
What?
question.
Wait, no. Who is the lamest nigga? Like,
How would I know?
I don't know
I
none of
mean-
these niggas.
Yeah, I don't.
and I do mean lame in like a high school sense of the word. Like, you read a lot of books. You don't be with the gang. You don't be at the
Like,
party.
What's lame though? Like what is? Oh, you're explaining.
Oh yeah, the high school lame. Like, you're a lame nigga.
I can't really. I don't know if I can really answer that.
I'm gonna go with Steph Curry.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna definitely go with Steph.
What?
I'm gonna just
Why
go.
is he lame? Because he's married.
Steph,
family.
yeah, Steph.
He's
okay,
married.
I gotta defend my.
He's faithful to his
I
wife.
gotta defend Brody.
He's light skinned.
I knew that was.
I never seen him with his singing a rap song. Does he have his ears pierced? I don't know. He's not fresh ever. Trash
Yo,
shoes.
this nigga is crazy.
Loved by all the white people everywhere. Look, bro, I can't keep this list going. He's a lame. It's a fact. It's a factual.
I like Steph. I think he's he seems like the good father.
Lame.
One of the greatest ever players. Hard work ethic's crazy.
Lame. Niggas working hard, going to
You know what I'm
practice.
saying?
Whoa.
What are we
You
talking
know
about,
what
Ty?
I'm saying? Got the family, like you know what I'm
Family
saying?
man, lame. Go hit the club like
Doing
James
shit for the
Harden.
community.
The community, hit the club like James Harden, nigga. Where we at, bro?
Yeah.
Throw some ones like Drizzy Drake. Let's get it.
I mean, swag wise, I don't like how Tyrese Halliburton dresses. I would say that. I don't like
Oh wow, you really?
It's
Oh
Spencer.
man,
It's Spencer.
Ty, you didn't realize this was a whole setup so we can get into the not like us situation.
Oh, okay. I was like, well, if I have to give an answer, I'll go with that.
All right, so we gave Tyrese Halliburton the lamest.
I'm
I'm gonna be honest. Now that you say that, this is a slight. I did look at him and wonder how he made $300 million, and he does seem like a very focused young man. He doesn't seem caught up with the thoughts and the partying.
That don't make me.
He talks about his family. His,
Polish.
he do nail polish.
He had like a nail line. He was.
Tyrese?
Not Tyrese.
You talking about Dwayne Wade?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Anyway,
But Steph and
Steph.
Team USA.
Not
They
like
were
us.
Getting ready for the game. You know, and they played Not Like Us.
Mm.
He was recorded by saying, "Man, I'm tired of this song. This is not the only song in America." LeBron then says, "I actually like the record.
I love this.
I love it." You know, which we.
Well, we can't hear it too good, but
We know that LeBron loves the record. He was there at the concert, right?
At the
and,
concert.
and he was filmed at a party in LA dancing to it, right?
yeah.
And so,
So-
and Drake is his man's. So that's
Drake is his
interesting.
man.
But you know, is the record burnt out?
That's the real question. Not like us. Is it burnt
Buzz
out?
Light I'm seeing tweets all the time.
Yeah,
People are saying, "I'm tired of hearing this song. It's not really that good. It's a weak banger."
People are saying this, or Drake fans are saying this.
I mean,
We
they're,
don't
pe-
know
they're
who these
people,
people
right?
are.
I don't know.
They're
Okay.
people. I'm not, clicking on their profiles. I'm just reading tweets.
I'm not
It's
gonna lie.
not
I'm at the
that
point
good.
when I see Kendrick hate, I'm clicking on the profile. I need to see exactly what type of person you are. What's the latest book you've read? what your nigga looks like, what your girl looks like. I need to know everything.
Yeah, I be seeing you on threads arguing with people.
Yeah.
About Kendrick.
Yeah, we're going in. I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm getting followers off that shit now.
I know.
I'm getting followers now.
I'm seeing you arguing with people on threads.
I'm on my threads going crazy on niggas, man.
So the record went number one for the second time, right? After the video came out, you know, the video had a lot of views, and you know, I'm probably pretty sure that got it back to number one. There's getting a lot of radio play, streams. I'm still hearing people riding around listening to it when I'm outside. I was at the High Museum in Atlanta. High Frequency Fridays, they dropped it. The place went crazy. I'm still fucking with the record.
I'm still fucking with the record.
It's still movable. It is being played at a very high level. So it makes you feel like you're tired of it until you hear it again. And then you be like, I gotta pop out and show niggas. And then it's back. It's come back. Like,
sending up to Bach. As soon as he get to that part, I'm lit.
It's an anthem.
I'm a lit, dog.
People really felt it though. Like when you give people something to feel, like they not like us. You know, we talked about that before. Like it's damn near like just a chant. Like it's a spirit. It's a prayer. Like or
my
something.
heart beats
really
that
is.
rhythm. Like
I get chills like when I'm hearing it and I'm really feeling it. In the gym, it goes crazy. So it's getting repeat plays in the gym. It's getting repeat plays everywhere.
See,
But some days you be like, wow, they're playing it again on the radio in an hour. But it's a good song.
My listening experience is so controlled. I knew from the day that this record came out, I said, this one is going to get played out. They're going to play this shit over and over. So when I went on my runs, I went to the gym, I didn't play Not Like Us. I played Euphoria and a host of other tracks.
Euphoria go crazy in the gym.
Euphoria go crazy in the gym. So for me, I preserved it for special moments, and I've been able to really preserve that record. So whenever I hear it outside, I heard it this morning on the bike.
It feels fresh.
I damn near started doing that. Feeling that vibe, thinking about pedophiles and weird guys running around, freaky ass niggas and all of that such sort of topic. And I was refreshed. I was reinvigorated to start my day. So it's not burnt out for me. I can see how people are saying it's burnt out though.
Yeah, I think when people say that, you know, I agree with Jermaine Dupri's comments, you know, and he said, you know, paraphrasing, he said this generation doesn't really know what a hit is. You know, when you do have a record that's working, you're supposed to work the record.
Yeah.
You know, that's the music
Did y'all
business.
see The Game?
The Game? When he was...
where it's like, wop.
Oh, you talking about the Not
like
Like Us
the
game.
Not Like Us
Yeah.
game.
I saw
I'm
that.
like, so when you were talking about really milk the record, I'm like, oh, there.
You know, the visual, the owl and the cage and the beating.
Yeah.
Beating
Like,
up an owl.
you can feel that.
And just, you know, again, everything when I hear Not Like Us, like it's like you take the listener and you make them examine themselves and everything that they love about themselves, and you give them like an affirmation, basically.
They not like
And
us.
they ain't like you.
They not like us. Like, you know, when you outside with your friends or you
Right.
feeling good about yourself, if you're competing in any sport or any area of life, you're on a team.
You need to
You
know
can really
you were
feel-
the
you can
one
really feel
in
like-
the two.
Oh yeah, bro.
Yo, they not like us, bro. And
Listen.
I be feeling like that all the time.
I do too, but that's why
I
the
be
record
like-
hits so
That's
hard.
why it hits so
Yeah.
hard. Like it resonates.
Man. So we're going to hear that one all the way till Grammy season, folks. So if you are burnt out on that record, throw your radio out the window.
I do want to say this though. I agree with you. I can see how people say it's burnt out because when I see, you know, Madam VP at the BET Awards saying, "Hey, Not Like Us," and different things. Like when I see, you know,
Not only
white
that, he's
people
giving
using
people
it
the
on
ability to use the song. So all the content creators have been using it, remixing it. Like it's heavily saturated.
I just don't like seeing it used in a corny way. Like that makes it corny. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I saw this freestyle cipher with these chicks from LA. I had to say turn this off, man, because This is gonna burn the record out for me real quick. Like, we gotta. So everybody, let's let Kendrick have his moment. Let's wait for the album. Let's let the DJ at the radio get his spins in. The freestyles to Not Like Us. Let's cease that. The playing that shit in the background on your video. Just turn it down a
That
little
shit
lower.
getting the party's lit though. I ain't-
It is getting the
It
party
is,
lit,
yo.
bro.
I've been outside and when that shit drops, like
It's
Yeah.
shit go up.
Yeah.
and so that's the thing when you really in a crowd of people and they play that joint,
It's like old.
it's not burnt
parties.
out
It's
then.
infectious. It's not. Yeah.
It's definitely not
It's
burnt out
not.
at that
It's-
point.
I feel like in the party setting, it's bringing partying back because like
I agree.
everybody's not recording when Not Like Us come on. Everybody in there like with strangers,
Hey.
like
Right.
feeling it.
No, I'm God. That's
Yeah.
a fact.
Mm.
That's a fact. It's just hilarious. I'm happy.
I
for-
like
I'm
all the
happy-
other
I'm happy
versions
for
too,
Bro.
though. Yeah.
Oh, like the one the Isley Brothers, the rock.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the rock and roll.
I was trying to find it. I think I found it on TikTok, but I was looking in mine.
Okay. So we are on the topic of Not Like Us. And we got our boy Drake buying Tupac's car. So he's still
Oh my bad.
falling in line with that. What's it?
No, that ain't it.
For sure.
But he's still copying trinkets from the rap game and kind of violating, you know, what's said. What is that? Where you at with that? You care?
I mean, I saw it and I don't really understand it. It's kind of corny to me because now I feel like it's like when you tell a kid they can't do something
They go.
and they're just like, I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do it anyway. Like just like when we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Then he made a song saying nigga a million times. Then it's like, give me Tupac's ring back. I'll give you a little respect. Then you go buy Tupac's car for $1 million. Like, why? Like for what?
For what, bro?
For just because the nigga told you not to.
I
Like,
can do whatever I want to
Yeah,
do.
like
Right.
that's kind of like.
And I got
me.
the money to do it.
Yo.
It's just like now it's coming off as like you're making yourself seem more as like an outsider
Fact.
because now you're collecting these artifacts from hip hop icons as a way to like show that you really like love the culture or that you appreciate it or you really that.
Or like he's a colonizer.
I mean, but this like
Because
okay.
that's what he called him. He called him a colonizer. And the only reason I can go with this is because he's Canadian.
It's like a rich white guy that collects like animal heads from Africa and puts them
No.
on his wall and shit like that. It's
That's
like
hard.
that. Because here's the
take
thing. And the thing is, no matter who you are, you can collect things, and when you speak about the things you collect, we'll know the reason you collected them. So if I go start to collect antebellum slave artifacts, and I say, you know, my grandfather showed me this when I was a child, and it's the way I connect to him. That's the way I spoke about it.
Right.
If I go buy that shit and say, I'll throw that shit in the fire right now and burn it up. That's the way I spoke about it. So it's not necessarily buying the shit. It's just like how you're speaking to it. You're treating it like it's garbage. You're treating the culture like it's garbage. To me, that's my thought. And I agree with you totally. Like, has your daughter learned how to say no yet?
Yeah. I think they both know how to say no. Yeah.
It's like when a little kid learns how to say no, they kind of go crazy with it. Because it's the only way to represent themselves fully. No. If I say yes, I could be a part of you. If I say no, I'm over here. I'm on my own land.
Oh, he's asserting his autonomy.
He's asserting his autonomy in a very childish and immature way.
Petty way. I guess.
Yeah, man.
Well, at least the way that's
shout out
done,
to
too.
the boy.
Shout out to the kid. But Lupe,
Yeah.
Lupe spoke on it. Did you see the Lupe stuff?
I kind of briefly saw it on the internet. Yeah. So when it's introduced that.
Yeah, Lupe said that Dame Dash is selling his rights to Reasonable Doubt.
Yes, I saw him post that recently.
Yeah, which is
He's
again
been trying to sell it for a while.
one of the cultures. He's been trying to sell it,
Yeah.
but I think now he has to sell it.
There was a lawsuit though. I think You know?
There's a lawsuit
Yeah.
on it. All of that is still
was
a part of it.
prohibiting him from selling. It was the whole thing. But yeah.
So Lupe came out and said, let Drake buy it. That way it'll be preserved forever.
I don't know if that was like sarcasm.
I feel like
So
it was
that's the thing.
sarcasm.
It wasn't sarcasm.
You don't think so?
No, he explained it.
Oh.
He went further into detail.
Word? What did he say?
He said some things that make sense. He is a person inside of hip hop who has done a lot in hip hop. He's done more than I have done. He's done more than you have done. You. Drake has done more than all of us.
Right.
So in that way, why doesn't he deserve to buy things that he likes?
Yeah, I mean, everybody deserves to buy things that they like.
But more than that, what would we say if somebody from outside the culture bought it to preserve it? We wouldn't say anything, primarily because we wouldn't know about it. But secondarily, because we don't have any right to say anything to them. So it's either somebody in the culture buys it, you, me, Drake, or somebody outside the culture buys it. So I guess Drake has the right to buy all of these
I'm
things.
not mad at that. I mean, because there's like a situation where the guy was buying Wu-Tang stuff and
The
white
billionaire,
guy,
the
and
Shkreli,
it's just-
Martin Shkreli, yeah.
And, so I mean, if he's saying that's a better alternative than that, than someone else buying it, I'm not mad at that.
What he's
You
saying
can't
is
act like Drake hasn't put mad people on. He's just public enemy #1 right now, and that's just the way it is. And he's gonna have to take a break after Not Like Us and this whole beef.
I just think if he did buy Reasonable Doubt, which or that a third of it, that's gonna make him even go deeper into feeling like he's really like him. Like, not saying he's not him.
he owned a piece of hoe.
Cause he remember one time he said, I used to want to be on Rockefeller, then I turned into Jay.
Yeah.
I don't like he said he was already saying shit like that then. So he cop it now. He really gonna kind of double down on that, and I don't like that. And then that's why Jay was like, on the DJ Khaled record, he said, till you own your own, you can't be me. Till you own your own, you can't be free. Like, he like, no, you're not me, bro. Like, stop. Like, but I think Drake is a student of hip hop. I think he really loves hip hop. He's, like you said, he's done a lot for hip hop. If he's buying shit that he's, who cares, bro? Like, and he's really, I think he's really a student of this shit. He really loves it. So, and he put on for it for a decade plus. So, shit, it is what it is.
And the power is tangible. He got Schoolboy Q blocked out of the Toronto
Drake
area.
is really that in Canada. Like, he's damn near.
Oh, yeah.
He's damn near the president of that shit. Like, for real. Like, I done heard people say like, yo, he got my mans in. My mans was supposed to get across the border. Drake put a call in, and so, hey, it is what it is. Like, he got his shit shut down. But I think Schoolboy said the police said no TDE people could perform or something. They didn't want it happening. But we know what that probably was like.
Well, did you see like the little fight there about Not Like Us and
With Rick
dancing
Ross?
to it? Yeah. So I'm just like,
Wait, Ross or something else?
I think the Ross video.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't in Toronto, but it was still in Canada, and
They about that.
shit, like, yeah, it's real ones everywhere.
So they were like, no, you can't come to Canada. We don't know what's going to
Real
happen.
steppers everywhere.
We don't know what kind of emotion that's going to evoke. Just
Elliot Wilson said he can't go to Canada.
Apparently, no, he didn't say he can't go to Canada. He said he's not going to Canada. Yo, Elliot Wilson is a funny guy.
I
don't know.
I don't know.
The nigga is like, I don't know. What he said was he wouldn't feel comfortable going somewhere where he's not welcome, which I understand is a grown up, mature thing to say. But bro, you're a grown ass man. If you need to go to Canada for any reason, go to Canada.
Yeah, but it's like, yo, if it's smoke, and you go to somebody,
Bro.
somebody place, somebody city, country, whatever you want to call it.
talking junk and they trying
You
to prove that they that.
gotta be aware of what you say, like, because in Ross's scenario, he said Schoolboy Q is just a casualty of he's just a casualty in this, right? Because he said, damn, jokingly, I shouldn't have been in the video.
Yeah.
Because he was in the Not Like Us video, and and he performed right at the show, and he's a part of the crew. So,
and he also said the Top Dog was just with Baby and Wayne.
He did say that.
So what? Like,
he
bro,
did say that, and then he said, y'all don't want me to, he alluded to some stuff like, y'all don't really want me to go where it could go or something like that.
This is a fun show to watch. That's all I'll say. I have no clue who any of these people are, or what their powers are, who they have a phone number for, but this shit it's a crazy show. Drake getting people banned from the border, the song pulled out of clubs. He can't play the song. You can't play the song in clubs in Houston. Or
I saw a DJ tweet that. I don't know what that really means though. Like when it's like the owner, does the owner of the club tell the DJ like, nah, we're not playing that, because of XYZ. Like we know Drake got mob ties in Houston allegedly, right? And so
I ain't never heard
you
that.
feel me? Like he probably put in it. I don't like that though. That's lame to me. Like, bro, like it is what it is. When Back to Back was when Meek Mill was getting, you know what I'm saying, murdered by that record and it was going up everywhere, it wasn't a problem, right? Mm-hmm. But now it's like you on the other end of it. Now you trying to shut it down, like, right? Yeah. Allegedly, he tried to get did a cease and desist on like that. All these little games, like, bro, it is what it is, bro. Now, am I mad at somebody using their power in the way that they want to use their power for their benefit? No, that's logical. But from just a hip hop purity standpoint, the game is the game. Like you took the L. It is what it is. You got to deal with the record, bro. Or you could crash out, like Diddy was saying. When DJs was playing Hit 'Em Up, he said, yo, we would take your whole turntable. Like,
throw that
fucking shit up. Like,
wow,
Ja
okay.
Rule, all that, take it there then. But don't be on some, like...
Man, Ty, I'm a kid from the suburbs, bro. I really thought this rap shit was on some party and have fun. Like, it's a song.
The streets is in there.
I didn't know, bro. I didn't know this shit was so
industry now.
sinister. But, even Childish Gambino hopped in on this one.
Oh yeah.
Have you heard the Childish Gambino song?
Oh no, I haven't heard the song.
It's like it's a cool song, but Childish Gambino recently put out an album, and so I guess he had some bars for Drake. You can check it out.
That's my brother, don't you know it? I stuck around like Yoshinoya, Stone Mountain Breed and the Sequoia. This my life, I must enjoy it. This my life, they bustin' for it. We don't hold back, we must move forward. Stay where you at, you're supposed to, boy. Niggas is fake, I won't ignore it. I put your boy in the seat, you got your biz in the streets. I wash my hands when I eat, I never handle the key. I don't know no one BD, but they dependent on me. Niggas don't know where I'm at. I found your house on the app, people around you ain't flat. They plotting hard when you flat. They got a gun in your back. This who you trust when you sleeping at night. I'm in the mirror, I see what I like. It is what it is, I'm right when I'm right. Fuck with my kids, you fuck with your life. You fucking these hoes, I'm fucking my wife. AK not silent like knife. Think he won't do it, I might. I gotta do what I like. That's my brother, don't you know it? Soup Yarn from Yoshinoya, Stone Mountain Breed and the Sequoia. This my life, I must enjoy it. This my life, they bustin' for it. We don't hold back, we must move forward. Stay where you at, you're supposed to, boy. Niggas is fake, I want it. This is a code red for old heads who never liked my short shorts and pro kids. Been a minute since he had to fit it on a notepad. I was busy building up the life that niggas don't have. Told me that the money make you lonely, it ain't so bad. Niggas jokes are so dad, but haven't seen their son in a month. Sold some Apple stock to buy a farm, I needed to stunt. I told him take the back end points, he wanted the front. Now his career's in a blunt. These rappers cosplay the industry Comic-Con, the industry evil people. Me and fam got a trauma bond. Drive like the Autobahn. Integrity whore. Say what I mean, apologize if I didn't, or clarify if it's written in stone. Freak it and leave it alone. Give it time. Let the truth come to light. Let them catch up. Niggas peeping like damn, he was right. Rather have my foot on their neck than they hand on the mic. Rather die a good man with a bad wife. These niggas almost 50 and they dressing like a hype beast. Used to get the peach milkshake and add the 8-piece. White boy throwing dirt on my name for the think piece. Checks off, death, murder, and pain leave you empty. I curse you with that knowledge. Put their hands on a woman for the clout, but said I'm wildin'. Death before dishonor on my mom like Kiki Palmer. I'm allergic to the drama. You saw me in Tyler. I'm allergic to this rap shit. Made a song but spent more time writing the caption. I'm an actor, you can put that on set. I'm about that action. My tweets all lowercase, I saw these niggas capping. My homegirl said you a stalker, so we ain't dapping. I ain't see you, man, what happened? Man, the blog era overtaking all our stars. My favorite spot was about to close, so I made some calls. Bitch nigga eat a dick and doggy bag the balls.
You've never heard of Shaka Khan? What do they teach you in school?
Wow.
Okay, so
That was interesting.
did you catch any of the bars?
I caught some.
Yeah,
It's well,
white boy.
throwing dirt on my name for the think piece.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to take that because I don't know. It's like, what did Drake say about Childish Gambino? That's what he was talking about.
This beef has really just made me be like, how many people are beefing with this nigga? Like,
There's a lot of people being with this
Some of this
nigga.
shit- some of this shit cap though. It's just
it has to be, right? But you know what? Maybe it's in their head. Like, you know how people be beefing, like, oh, he gotta be out to get me. Like, I don't know. So many people just.
Well,
pop up out
Childish
of nowhere.
Gambino not one of them people.
Oh.
So Drake said his name in the Rolling Stone interview. He said "This Is America" wasn't that good or some shit like that.
oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
And then he put that shit in the concert too, like
He put on the backdrop.
on the backdrop.
Yeah.
The newspaper was like something about Childish
And then you
Gambino.
find out, like,
Yeah.
a lot of people.
So yeah, I mean, I ain't gonna say that was neither one of them went overboard with
Yeah.
with the shenanigans on
50
the,
years old, cosplaying like he said
Dressing-
something about cosplaying and dressing like a hype beast.
yeah.
And
He said these niggas jokes is so dad, but haven't seen their son in a month.
Take some years back too. Though, remember when Kendrick and Big Sean did the Control verse? How like Kendrick was saying "fuck everybody." Childish Gambino did the same thing on stage, and he said Drake name too. So
Yeah.
people been gunning for him just like the
Yeah.
same way. So he was trying to ride that wave too, and then mention his name too. So he been had it coming too.
I like the song. The song's cool. It's just I can't say it's random. It feels random to me.
Yeah.
You know, he hasn't put out music in a while, and he made an appearance at the BET Awards for the Usher tribute.
So did y'all see him at the BET Awards, Childish Gambino?
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it the day
No.
after it. I streamed it the day after, and he sounded good.
The fact, because it doesn't really make sense. I have more Grammys than Will Smith, which makes no sense.
Now, don't get
But I have the
slapped.
same amount of BET awards as Sam Smith. Does that make sense to you guys? Me and Sam Smith are neck and neck at the Black Entertainment Television.
So he was just making a little joke, a little poke at the fact that he's not really like accepted in the black community like that. And so recently this nigga Elliot Wilson was like, Childish Gambino ain't hip hop. So is Childish Gambino hip hop? What?
I think he's more pop than me.
Is
think
he
he's
hip-
pop?
Is he hip hop?
Okay.
Well, what is hip hop?
What is it?
You
'Cause-
really have to divide.
Because I saw that conversation. I listened to the whole conversation, you know. But yeah, what's hip hop? You know.
I think that first of all, I start off by saying I think Childish Gambino is hip hop, and I think in the purest essence of it, like breaking free of boundaries through creativity.
That's what I was like. I'm
And
like,
it's-
he just, to me, he's such a big creative. I'm like, I put him so many places.
I agree.
And then part of that is he chose to write raps and produce rap
Yeah.
songs. So it's like that's his basis. That's where he's coming from. Just
Yeah.
like me and you. It's like, okay, I come from this and I happen to expand into other things through this. Like I'm sure
Yeah.
you do banking. You think about some Jay-Z bars while you at the bank sometimes.
Yeah.
So it's like that's our basis and foundation. So are you hip hop because you don't write rap?
I'm a hip hop for sure. For sure.
Are you hip hop, bro?
But like, I think part of that conversation was like the consistency piece. He said that, you know, he comes in and out of hip hop when he wants, and it feels like he's not fully a part of it. It's just something that he uses to. I don't want to put words. You know, this is something that he uses to show that he's a part of it in some way. I would say he's hip hop. I mean, I knew him as a rapper first, you know, like everybody else. And I remember Royalty. I remember the mixtapes. You know, he had a song with Nipsey that I love. Like I love that record. You know, he's from Stone Mountain, Georgia, like right outside of Atlanta.
And everything
You
in
know.
the metro area.
He made Atlanta. Like, come on, like, what do we need?
A
Like,
TV show about hip hop.
He,
Like, what the
he helped the
fuck?
Migos go number one.
So that's why I'm like, if they were to say he came in and out, I was definitely not agreeing with that because
Yeah.
I feel like he has his different ways of expression.
Yeah.
Like, you can't only express hip hop. We're like walking hip hop because we are influenced by hip hop. We grew up in the biggest part of, well, I grew up in one of the one of the most influential hip hop eras. Because hip hop was hip hop, but like where we came through, like it was just so much influence. It influences style. Everybody wants to be a part of hip hop. I think I saw someone in another country say it's the Black Americans that are the problem, but it's just because hip hop has so much influence.
It's global.
Yeah.
Damn.
And everybody wants part of it, like everyone.
And then I'll also say that when we talk about what is hip hop and what's not hip hop, it's really a conversation where people start to pigeonhole artists and put them in a box in terms of like,
Yes.
if hip hop isn't what I feel like it should be, you know, you just rapping your ass off, you know, you know, over certain types of beats, then it's not hip hop, right?
That's
But
why I hated the mumble rap conversation because of scatting and different things that, you know,
Different
Just-
musical
yeah,
techniques
like-
and styles, yeah.
yeah,
And that's the
So-
way the shit evolves over the years.
got to.
Yeah, this shit crazy. So hip hop, what is hip hop? Is Issa Rae hip hop?
shit, she ruined for everybody black.
Right.
She pro black? Okay.
What is hip hop? That's great. That's a great
What
question.
is hip hop?
'Cause-
Am I hip hop?
'cause
Are
it's-
you
it's
hip
like-
hop?
Yeah, that's where I'm from. I'm from upstate New York, Rochester, New York, and basically anything up north is like, you know, I'm older, so like a lot of like Jay-Z, DMX, all that, like that's all like hip hop to me and stuff like that. So that's why when it's like when I said Childish Gambino was a pop artist, it's like, you know, these rappers that I just mentioned that I grew up listening to, all they did was rap. It wasn't no singing, it wasn't
Got it.
none of that at
Yeah.
all. I never got that from them. But that's why it's like, that's why they try to criticize Drake and say, oh, he's a pop artist because he'll dib and dab. And the same thing with
Yeah.
Childish Gambino, you dib and dab. So when somebody say that, you can't be like, oh, you're not. And like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's like you can. It's not a, you know, binary thing. You know, it's like, you know, because like we could say, you know, hip hop and R&B. People were doing. It was like pure hip hop at the beginning, right? And then Then they brought in R&B element to
Yeah.
hip hop, but it's still, they were still rap. They were hip hop records, right, with the R&B element.
Like Ja Rule, for instance. Like,
Right, you know, even Method Man, and Mary J. Blige, Puff Daddy, all them, like,
Bro, this shit just hit me on a deep level because I didn't really listen to rap music until I was like 11, like 9, like yeah, 99, like Eminem, till I was like 11 years old. So Childish Gambino just made the most pop song you could ever make and put it on his last album. It literally sounds like a NSYNC Backstreet Boys song. And so, like, now I'm thinking, because you say a hip-hop artist has to be total, fully, completely hip-hop.
No, not necessarily like he said, like I said, Ja Rule, he did like the
he did
R&B
the
with the singing and stuff like that, and he had a run with it. Like,
but this is what Ja Rule never did. Ja Rule never made a full R&B song or a full singing song. There was always elements of hip-hop sprinkled into every song. What if one time he just made a straight up Joe Tyrese type song? Is he still hip hop?
It's because of his, like, what is it? Just one song or a whole album?
What if he do
I don't think
It's-
that
and that's-
discounts you
it's just
or
like-
or it
'cause I'm-
disqualifies you. Like, if you go outside of the realm of traditional, you know, what we know as hip hop from the essence.
And so the reason why I said that is, and I was just going hard as fuck on Nicki Minaj earlier about how pop she made her album, but the thing is, until I was 11, I listened to pop music. So if I was to produce a full pop song at this very moment, which I make music, I wouldn't do that. It would feel weird to me. But if I did it, I don't think I could disqualify myself from hip hop. I actually probably would if I did it. But I can't disqualify that nigga Childish Gambino because he does it. It's like, man, what is hip hop for real?
Yeah,
And
so
what
I
will we
mean,
allow
I guess
for
we
real?
knew it as it was like how many? It was five elements. It was like breakdancing.
You gotta do graffiti. You gotta do all of that shit.
You know, like,
Hey,
you know what I'm saying?
you are not hip hop.
Being a b-boy, it was the DJ. It was MCing.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's hip hop, right? You know,
It's like
trash.
the 70s and 80s though, so it's like, you know,
like, so then it evolves.
like even the DJs damn near dead.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Unfortunately,
that sucks.
and so then it just became about, are you better than the next rapper, right? And if you are, we want you to prove it lyrically with your pen, right? And then at one point it had to sound a certain way for it to be hip hop, and then that sound elevated or evolved, because when you're coming from New York, I'm from New York as well, and when the South started to get hot, you know, rappers in Miami and rappers in Atlanta,
Houston, everybody.
people was looking at that as booty shaking music. This ain't hip hop, like, you know, and even kind of fronting on West Coast.
Nah,
I think,
bro.
generally speaking,
Even
yeah.
being from Memphis, niggas wasn't looking at Memphis like hip hop for real.
I don't know, 8-Ball and MJG.
I was about to say-
I mean,
And then
now-
Outkast is like,
now it's a
they said
different
they had
thing.
something to say, and they meant
But
that.
they're now is on the new
Outkast,
people.
but the reason why
It was
that
major
the
disrespect
perception,
back in the
because
day.
yeah, that's why Andre said the South got something to say, because they weren't being fully embraced. Like Outkast, their style was different, but what I was just talking about was just the Uncle Luke's and the Kilo, you know, and just like Sammy saying, like, just like that bass music, like this when the South was first getting hot, like, so. And then even people was fronting on the West Coast artists a little bit until you had your Snoops and MC8s and Dre's and all.
Because Master P had a hell, like, he was on top.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing.
That was
But that was still like considered like
He was soft.
at the time the prevailing thought was that New York hip hop was the right way to do hip hop.
Right.
You know that, bro. Like
Right.
you
Oh, yeah.
from
During
there.
that
So
time.
it was like at that point, y'all were the North Star for hip hop. Like we gotta do it like New York. And so the South with all that heavy 808s, that niggas really treat that shit like it was ignorant. I mean, it is ignorant. I'm not what the fuck am I going with it? It's ignorant. Niggas was treating it like it wasn't art in a way. So, you know, but now that thought has kind of transitioned, and now that's the main kind of hip hop, which in a way to me is detrimental.
That's
Like-
what I don't like that now when I find a new artist or someone who I've never heard, I'm like, oh, where are they from? I gotta really think about find where they're from because I can't hear it in the music.
There's like a
anymore.
universal sound now.
Yeah, it's definitely
Not regional. It's not regional anymore. But that's
Like y'all heard of Griselda before,
the internet.
right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's, they're from where I'm from, so
Yeah, Buffalo.
Oh, okay.
that sound is like that old 90s, 2000s
Yeah.
hip hop, and I love it. And
Yeah.
it sells too. So.
And West Side Gun kind of updated the style with that shit though. What's the other one? Conway and
Machine.
Benny kind of more traditional, but West Side really,
He's different.
yeah, he different. I fuck with West Side Gun.
I like Benny. I haven't really listened to the other guys in a lot, so I can't really say. But
Benny is like literally the most commercial version of what they doing. He's because you probably feel he's reminiscent of older rap styles like that we already know, like Jay-Z, and he's just mastered that style.
he's like the prototype of that. Yeah.
Yeah, Benny hard as fuck. Benny the Butcher.
But but speaking about the BET Awards, Childish Gambino being there. Now I watched the BET Awards, right? I was texting my friends. I don't know why I was kind of excited about it. I don't know. It's just a tradition, like for me. Like I just like award shows, like all award shows. Well, not like country or anything. Not shit on country. But you know what I mean. I watched the ones that we watched growing up. VMAs. BET.
He saw the Oscar slap live.
I watched the Oscars live. I watched, so yeah, most of the people that I hit in my chat was like, "Nah, I'm not watching it. Nah, I'm not watching it." And I was like, "Damn!" Like I watched the red carpet. I'd be like, it's like a whole thing. It's like
I used to. I don't do that anymore. I haven't done that.
Yeah,
I haven't done that
to.
for a minute.
They call it the culture's biggest moment. That's what they call it, right? And it
stop
was the
calling it that.
it was the culture's biggest moment, and now it's not. They're still putting millions of dollars into this production. Our stars are showing up, but why do we not appreciate or watch it at the same rate that we once did? And I don't have the stats on the ratings for this show, but I'll get it, but. Just from my circle of...
I got an answer for that.
Yeah.
Because we can see it later.
Facts.
I can see it
More
later.
than that,
We used to literally all have to sit and watch this stuff at the same time.
they're gonna give us the highlights now.
They're going to give us the highlights.
I don't
even
gotta watch this
the
for
whole
4
thing.
hours. Like, bro, 4 hours?
I have to really
I didn't win
enjoy
an
it,
award,
like,
so fuck this.
I'll be more prone to watch the red carpet than the show.
Okay.
Just
But I like to
because.
see who's gonna win the awards. But I guess like you said, you
Because
can still
the
see that
awards,
later.
I
Yeah.
feel like for us at one
I say
point,
your thoughts.
everybody, the same people were winning the awards. So I think that's probably when I
Say
fell
your
out.
thoughts.
When I knew I was going to hear Kanye, Jay-Z, Nicki. Like, I don't need to see who. I already know who's winning the awards. And I
Nicki
think that's
was
when it
winning
started.
every year at one point.
Yeah,
But she
that's
was-
when it
she
kind
was
of
literally the only
Beyonce.
one.
That's when it was falling off for me. Like, really after Kanye Taylor, like,
Yo, Kanye Taylor was the last great moment.
The last
great.
one
At American
he
Award
was
shows.
the one when the Migos and Joe Budden incident. That was like
Oh, that was the
Oh,
BET
yeah.
Awards.
Yeah.
It was a hip
That
hop.
was the last one I
Awards.
watched. That
Yeah.
was
It was the
hip
hip
hop
BET
awards.
Awards.
Oh, was it
It was
BET
one of
awards?
them.
yeah,
Yeah.
hip hop awards. BET Awards. So was that the hip hop awards y'all?
I was watching.
No,
No,
Yeah,
this the
well,
BET
the BET
Awards, like
Awards,
a couple
yeah,
weeks
yeah.
ago.
So that was the last one I like sat down
That
and
was-
watched
that
from
was
the
a
beginning
minute
to
ago.
end, red carpet, all that, because it was a good
Okay.
one. It was too much going on. The Migos finished fight Chris Brown,
Yeah.
Joe Budden, and all of them. You know, that was a good one.
Hey, listen, man. So I just look at it like this. This is why I kind of was a little disappointed. And, you know, it's like when we look at award shows, when we look at artists, you know, I would say the pinnacle is the Grammys, right? That's what people show as like the most prestigious award, right?
Yeah.
And so when they don't get Grammys, and when they're not even nominated for Grammys, because the committee is like mostly like white people, right? They have grievances. They air those grievances publicly. But then at the same time, won't show up to the BET Awards or won't support them.
Yeah,
So
that
if
was
we-
a big thing.
If we have some shit that's for us, I won't say ours because we don't own it, but it's run by black people.
Not anymore.
I'm about to be
Yeah.
like,
The execs.
It got
right?
the name black in it, but it's not ran by black people anymore.
I'm gonna
It's
be
ran by-
honest
I
with you,
feel like
bro.
any of the
Then if we don't, well, let me finish that thought.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
we're
yeah.
not supporting it, some shit that's for us, but we support everything else, then why? How? Like, if we don't have this, then what will we have to celebrate our excellence?
Got it.
That's
I'll go
kind of
with
what
that.
I'm
I think
looking
that like I'm more fucked up than that because I'm like I never watched the BET Awards. My sister used to always watch the
Really?
BET Awards. I never watched it.
Damn, not with Monique and
Never, bro.
Destiny's
No,
Child.
no,
It
bro.
just, I don't know when the BET Awards really went down for me because I did watch the other award shows longer, and I watched the Hip Hop Awards longer than the BET Awards.
So the rest of that thought is I never watched that award show, and I guess early I came to the conclusion, bro, we already got award shows. Doing our own is just kind of weird.
We always had award shows. We had the Source Awards. We had, Soul Train, Music Awards.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like when I was 9 years old, I was watching award shows,
Oh
understanding
yeah,
what
my
was
mom
going
was
on.
on it.
Yeah, I was on.
It was a
Yeah,
I guess
my mom was too over
It's
that.
like a
shit.
It was like a family
it's like a
event. It's
family
like
thing,
the
so I
Super
still-
Bowl.
I
It's
guess I
like
still
sitting down.
do it for the nostalgia and
Yeah.
the feeling that I had when I was younger, I guess.
Yo, family
Oh,
watching
because
Source
you got
Awards.
family and
Yeah.
stuff. You want,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
The
like,
Source
would you
Awards.
watch today's
Yes, I
awards
told
with your
my
daughter?
Yo,
That's
no.
crazy.
Exactly.
No.
So
We
then
didn't watch
there's
it.
We didn't watch
that.
none of
tried.
that.
There's that.
See,
But
like
that-
my thing is like with my son, I watched like the NBA what is it, the All-Star game. Like
Yeah.
that was
Okay,
my,
yeah.
me and my brothers, like that was our thing. We'll watch the All-Star game from the beginning to the end every day. And so that's what we used to do, like with BET Awards or any award show, Super Bowl. Like we'll lock in, but it's
Yeah.
like nope, don't nobody watch TV anymore.
Nobody watch TV
YouTube
anymore. That's
will
the
show you
first
the
thing.
clips or just
Yeah.
something on YouTube. I like
Yeah.
watching people create their own content because it's like
You don't
nothing's
have to
on
go to
TV.
the festivals. You don't have to do any of that. You don't have to.
You don't
You
have
have to
to.
enjoy that
But
or
I
want
love
to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm one of those, but you don't have to. Literally, you could just.
I think we gotta
Watch a
we gotta,
recap.
we gotta preserve it, man. Because I just think if we don't have it, then we won't have anything.
This year
to uplift and acknowledge the achievements
you
of
said
our.
you wouldn't watch it with your
No,
little
I-
girls because it's like
You can't watch that with your kids,
because
bro.
At the
It used
beginning
to
of the
be-
show,
the
Meg is
censorship
shaking her
was
ass like I
definitely-
can't like.
It's like-
But that's
yeah,
what I'm
like,
saying.
yeah,
The
people like
censorship is
sexy
different.
red.
So when you're
Yeah,
like
yeah,
preserving what?
That shit was a
And that
burlesque
plays a
show.
big part too. Like who's gonna be there? Like if they said Drake was gonna be there, I might turn on TV and watch
Yeah.
that. Like it depends on who you're gonna have there. When you say it's gonna
So
be
you
Sexy
watched the
Red.
S-
When I know what
used
they're
to be
pushing
there.
right
Yeah,
now,
he did
like
hell yeah.
You watched the ESPYs when you did it?
Yeah, it was a
I'm
great
not an
ESPYs.
award show nigga. Like, I'm left out of this conversation.
Beyonce and Jay-Z
I forgot
used to
about
be
the
there.
Emmys.
Rihanna,
Yeah.
I'm like really
so
confused.
the biggest
like-
stars used to be there, and that's what made people watch.
Right,
And now,
it's the
like the
name.
biggest stars, it's kind of like whatever. But
Yeah.
you'll go to the Grammys though.
I
So,
think
like,
it's because there's so many people who were not like big stars and that high level celebrity have attention. Like everyone's kind of a star in their own right if they know how to work social media. And these people haven't done the things that Rihanna had to do to be Rihanna, or Jay-Z had to do.
All right.
Like,
But they had to see
All right,
too,
man.
because everybody was going to 106 in Park, and then after that, like everybody was locked in with BET. Like you had to go to 106 in Park to be somebody.
that is very true.
Or
I miss that.
MTV.
But you can find the
URL.
videos now. We had to watch 106 and Park
Had
for the
to
high
see it.
videos.
Right? Yeah.
I miss 106 Park.
So you
But-
just
but
hold on.
I'll give the viewership before you say that. I'll give the viewership for 2024. The 2024 BET Awards garnered 3 million total viewers across 10 Paramount-owned networks. This represented a 10% increase from the previous year,
Oh,
2.8 million.
that's good. Yeah.
And so, as far as social media, they had 10.5 million social interactions, an
Okay.
82% increase from the previous year, and it was the #1 trending topic on X, formerly Twitter, during the event.
Oh, okay. So
pretty
that's a
good.
good
You
report
can
there.
start.
What you
I
talking
know.
about? What you saying?
Pull the facts. I should have did ChatGPT before, but I still wanted to have a conversation.
Well, that's
about it.
good. That's good. That's fine though. Okay. So you just said how hard Rihanna used to work.
No, not used to work.
Let me bring that topic
no,
up.
no. You heard me wrong
No,
because
no,
what
no,
I'm
no.
saying is
They didn't have
Sexy
they didn't work-
Red did not freaking go through Rihanna. For you to be an artist to her
Look.
caliber, you had to be found. You had to be out there hustling.
Artist,
You had
artist
to
development.
like.
I'm
yeah.
gonna read exactly
not
what I
doing
wrote
that.
on this paper.
They
They're
just
not
they
doing
just
that.
throwing niggas up there. Like
They're
that.
just throwing people up there like, oh, she's got a hit song and she's gonna do what I say, and they out there like that
Get
is
it
a
sexy.
real artist. That
Get it
Look,
yes.
okay, look. You just aired your grievance. I'm gonna air mine. Is ASAP Rocky Riri sidekick? Question mark. Please, somebody answer that question. Is that her sidekick or what's going on with that
That's her
situation,
shadow.
Yeah.
bro?
Damn.
That's
And he's been
shadow.
her shadow for a minute too,
Yeah,
for a
so
long time.
his
He got in
sidekick,
there.
They ain't partners like Jay-Z and
Damn.
Beyonce. That's her
Yeah,
shadow.
that's tough.
And I agree.
All I had to do was ask the question.
He got in there a long time ago.
Here's the rest of the question. Riri. Matter of fact, what do either of these niggas do? Look, dog, get to work. ASAP Rocky and Rihanna, both of y'all.
When you say what do they do? Like, I mean, okay.
What is their
we all
job
know
currently?
That, we all know that.
What do you mean?
Are
what's
they
their
musicians?
job?
They're entrepreneurs and artists.
They are them. Like what?
Yeah, Savage
That's a
Fenty,
job.
She making.
Oh,
She
yeah.
done put Victoria's Secret.
She's a billionaire.
Yeah.
Off of Fenty.
Right, yeah.
So she's a businesswoman.
Like I said, I don't know what
Okay,
ASAP
alright.
doing.
Rocky has
All right, then.
he has
Okay.
a few businesses as
He got
well.
some liquor that ain't nobody buying that's sitting on the shelves.
He got the liquor.
That's
He
it
got
on
the.
the
He
shelf.
got.
We're
the,
always
he
gonna
got-
be hard on Rocky
He's modeling.
being with
He's just-
Rihanna because Rihanna is
He's
Rihanna.
modeling. I mean, he's. I would say he's. I'm gonna assume he's making millions of dollars off of his own likeness.
That's a big
His
assumption.
likeness, you know, his
You
brand,
don't think he
his
getting?
style.
You don't think he getting
Like,
M's off
I
of
mean, I don't
clothing?
know, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
He's
Modeling.
doing that.
I don't know about that. I never heard of the liquor.
I think
I'm
he
gonna
get
be-
allowances.
He probably gets that
probably
too.
get allowance from Rihanna.
I'm not
He probably
speaking.
don't
So
need
look, I'm
that.
not trying to
This is-
diminish that man's character.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying, ASAP Rocky.
It's
Look,
because she's Rihanna, which goes back.
here's my question, bro.
Yeah,
Do
good
any
thing
of
to say.
y'all
How
know
about
when
that?
ASAP Rocky's next album is coming out?
I don't.
I-
I don't.
Do any of y'all know when ASAP Rocky's next album is coming out?
Same time
No.
Rihanna's coming out.
Damn, they
Remember
dropped
we were talking about
double disc.
ASAP
They're
earlier.
gonna drop a double album.
Remember we were talking about ASAP earlier. I really didn't want to push Sean with ASAP because I'm not listening. to
I
A$AP.
saw that. I was gonna bring this topic up then, but I was like, we gotta get deep. So
Yeah.
you know what? It's coming out within the month apparently. Does anybody know the name of it?
Who? What? Say it again?
ASAP.
ASAP Rocky.
No, I was looking at.
That's
my
on
list.
camera,
I was
brother.
looking at my list.
Wait, what?
I was looking at my
ASAP.
list. Oh, it's dropping this month.
He said next month, I think.
Next month.
Probably never. I don't know.
I mean, bro, like, you know, people take breaks from music all the time. Like Kendrick took 5 years to drop an album.
That's
like,
true,
You know what I
that's
mean?
true.
But and it was cool because he was Kendrick Lamar. But,
Yeah, it's Kendrick.
So it's
If
like,
he had announced it a month ago, would you know when it was coming out? Kendrick.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
You
world
would,
would've
Yeah,
knew.
yeah,
So-
yeah.
Because he's that
I
big
mean,
of a-
ASAP Rocky is definitely in a different category than even the B category now, as Ashley was trying to tell us
Can
earlier.
I ask y'all something? How do y'all feel? I'm not sure how y'all feel about Kendrick, but how do y'all feel about certain artists taking those big of a like breaks to put out albums instead of somebody like that's consistent, like a Drake that's going to keep delivering you music, going to having you something to listen to and something to see, besides somebody that's ain't no telling what he doing for 5-6 years and then want to pop out.
I don't
You know
be
what?
mad at that because
You
like
know? I want to
mean,
hear my artist, somebody who I like. I want to, I want to be in tune with you. What's going on with you? You ain't even on social media. You ain't doing nothing. Where are you? You're like Waldo. So it's like, how do y'all feel about that?
The
I don't like
way
it.
I feel, you don't like it.
No,
Okay,
I don't
we
respect
locked that in one. The way I feel about it is, I'm cool with it. Like, of course, I would like more output,
Yeah.
but I'm cool with it. What are you doing in the meantime? If you literally talking about what Kendrick did, I gotta throw in the fact that the pandemic happened, so I know.
Was that? That's an excuse too? Or,
I mean, that's
'Cause it's-
just a
ain't no
reason
excuse for-
to not drop an album. I wouldn't drop an
I think
album
that
if
would
I
have
was
been the
worried
best
about it.
time. It's, you know,
You can't
to support
tour
your
it.
people because it wasn't just a
yeah.
pandemic.
You can't
it was
really
a time,
tour it.
Yeah, and that's the biggest
it
money
was the
maker
time
is
to
the
put music
touring.
out because it was a time when black people was getting killed by the police. You know, you're pro-black and you're all that. You know what I mean? You on the stage on the Grammys with the cuffs and chains and all that. Support us now. That's the best time to do it. We was getting killed out here.
Okay, so
Well, I
that's
feel
how
like
you
he
feel.
already
That's
had
how
the
you
songs
feel.
for
Okay,
it, though.
I fuck with
But
that.
he ain't
He
put them
already
out.
had them in the vault. Like,
But where were you though? Everybody was outside in LA riding and everything else.
I
YG
mean-
was outside. Everybody, where were you then? That's a good question. Where was you during the pandemic?
I'm not
during the
actually.
Black
I'm
Lives
not
Matter
gonna speak for
movement?
that nigga. I can't say why he didn't come outside at that point in time, but I can understand not coming outside. I can understand. Look, bro, I've been speaking on this. This is
Nobody dropped for real, like, at that time, like, not like that. Like,
Drake did.
2020? Wait, Scorpion?
Drake did. The baby did.
Dark Lane demo
2C
tape.
slide.
Yeah.
Dark Lane demo tape.
Lil Baby, I just remember Lil Baby
Lil
having
Baby,
the
Lil
big, he
Baby.
had the biggest album.
He
had that-
year.
he had that song.
The Bigger Picture. Well, the album, it was the highest selling album of all genres that year. It was Lil Baby.
Yeah.
But then that kind of, again, he didn't get to tour it. It was like, it didn't really do what it could have did if it wasn't for the
There's no
But
feeling.
for my question, I mean, my answer to your question is, I like artists to be consistent, fairly consistent. So if you take a year off, if you take a year to make an album, that's cool. If you take 2 years to make an album and it's really good, I'm not tripping. But in the meantime, you know what I'm saying, do a little feature. You know what I'm saying?
Something like that.
I remember mixtapes being a thing. Give niggas a mixtape in between, but mixtapes are gone now, right?
Right.
So
Because when you asked that question, I thought of two artists. I thought of Kendrick and I thought of Travis. They
Cardi
both
B, one of them too.
Cardi B.
But
They-
she's like you said, she's giving the features though. Cardi B,
Yeah,
she's
Travis does that as
and
well.
singles.
Travis gives
Yeah.
the features. He drops little singles and loosies here and there
Yeah.
to like string you along. But Kendrick just go dry.
Yeah.
And either way, I'm cool with it. I'll focus on something else in the meantime.
That's what I'm like.
yeah,
it's
it's
still
whatever.
much
Nah, I
music
mean,
out there.
if you
There's
take
other
too
things
long
too.
for me though, oh sorry, I didn't mean to
you'll
cut you
fall
off. Go
off.
ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I don't even remember what I was saying, honestly.
But so then, like, if you take too long to drop, and I'm really a fan of you, like, I'm gonna get disconnected. Like, feel me? Like, I'm like, yo, drop some shit, bro. Like, you know. So I feel you on that.
So
Cause that's how that's how the game was before. Like, people was dropping
Every
albums
other
like
year.
every year, every other year. DMX put 2 albums out in 1 year.
Yeah. Two great albums at that too. Yeah.
okay, so answer the phone tap. Ring.
Yeah, it's good.
Bro, what's up, bro? You've been managing my career. I've been hard at work. It's me, Rock. It's some Rock. I'm Rocky on the phone.
Okay.
What is the advice you give me today? What do I need to do right now to
just listen, bro. Okay, let me get.
Hold on, let me get
a character.
read? Chill.
Listen,
Just focus
get
on-
the mob back together. So get ASAP mob back together. Drop a compilation or something.
Be working on some music and be talking about the music.
But do people want
be about
music
the
from him now? Like, 'cause
People don't even want music from this nigga.
I'm
Okay.
asking. No, I'm literally asking.
Okay, for me with A$AP Rocky, if I see him for what I feel like he is like a fashion trendsetter. He knows about hip hop, so like commentating, like he has a wave that follows him. But I don't want to play A$AP like that. I got A$AP. I'm not saying he don't have no hits, he don't have no songs, and he don't have bars, but
I mean,
chilling, like,
I'm not
doing
gonna
fashion
lie.
shit.
When A$AP pop out with a new song, it be giving me that feeling. I fuck with A$AP Rocky. Just,
Yeah.
I didn't
The
know
last
that popped
joint-
out on Future's album. I think that was trash.
You think that was trash?
That was like it was horrible.
Bro,
Yeah.
turn that shit on right now. Oh, bro, that shit hard. Have you listened to it since? I can see what you
I
saying.
ain't got no reason to listen to it because it's a man talking about a man who used to smash his wife.
Luba
his baby
Naughty
mama.
Rich. That shit
No, that's
hard.
trash. That was like you could have stayed in your little box wherever you was at for that.
I'll say
A
this.
lot of
man.
them, to be honest, that came at Drake. That was on that Future album, or anybody that's coming at Drake. I think they should.
So you rocking with Drake?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you strong with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Gang, you're not like us. Okay.
Storage.
Damn. These moments up over and over again. You don't think this person has invited any ill will towards them?
It's not that. It's the girl and then it's leverage. Because
It-
it's not. He didn't do it. She did it. That's why you got to check her. That's just like A$AP. What you mad for? This been done happened. She done been around. She been with multiple people before you. She done got around.
Damn, bro, that is a fact, and you should choose wisely as you make
Is
these
this
decisions.
all really about
Women. parts I know besides Kendrick
That just
and Drake.
really
that's
gripes
youth.
me because I'd
That's
be
hip-hop.
like, this is really what all this is about.
Yeah.
Real life.
In real
I
life.
think it started out about that, then it turned into other things, right? Because
Yeah, because now we ain't finna get no more good music
Again.
from Ross and Drake or Drake and Future. Like, a Time to Be Alive, what was that? Like, that was the best.
oh yeah,
I love
I
that.
get
We'll
what
never
you're
get
saying.
none of that ever again.
Man,
It's over with.
Well,
All
speaking
because
of
we
Future
got it, bro.
and artists, at his age,
Okay,
You know?
old niggas, older guys.
older guys like Eminem, who just dropped
51.
I think LL Cool J just put out a record.
That was the other
Somebody
old
said
dude,
that,
LL.
and I remember saying
I was
why.
like, yes, it was a super old
Andre
nigga
3000.
who dropped a record. For
Andre
real.
3000 made a comment recently on the shop with LeBron. He spoke to why he is not in a space to put out rap records. Because he wants to approach things in an innovative and fresh way. If he feels like if he's relying on old flows and something that he did in the past, it's just not there for him. But if you're an older artist and it's in you, you should put music out. So, but we've always known hip hop to be a very young thing, right? The youth has driven it for the most part, but we still have acts like Nas, Jay-Z, people who putting albums out in their 40s,
and winning Grammys.
and
Lauryn
then
Hill.
Killer Mike.
Yeah.
So
Lauren
do we
Hill been
feel like-
rapping lately.
I didn't know that.
Lauren Hill been
We
rapping.
feel like there's an age limit for hip hop.
Fuck no. The
I
thing
don't
is,
There probably would be, but it doesn't need to be, especially because I feel like even with the rap beef, a lot of younger kids are listening to Kendrick and they're gonna listen to older Kendrick. Like, it's still exposure. So if Lauryn Hill, anybody drops now, they're gonna be more prone to find something older. There shouldn't be an age limit, and we need these hip hop models right now because we need it. I would say we
Man.
need
So
it.
there's not an age limit. Why? What are the reasons why well, I guess I know the answer to this question, but I'll ask you guys anyway. Why, when an artist gets to a certain age, people kind of cast them off, right? And I don't see that happening in other genres, where like rock and roll or country or things like that, where if an artist gets to a certain point, we tell them, hang it up. But for rappers, like, Nicki, people like that, they'll say, oh, you're 40, like, hang it up, or whatever. Even 2 Chainz was somebody who got in the game as an older act. It's not common,
yeah.
So what's the kind of ageism? What's up with the ageism in hip hop?
But I think that's marketing for real. I think that there is no real ageism because, like you just said, these are the most popular people. Drake is fucking 40. What are we talking about?
And as long
J.
as,
Cole is 40.
Cole's
as long as
40,
Nas is
yeah.
winning Grammys,
Drake
you
37
can't
and 30.
really, like
Yeah.
you said, Nas is winning Grammys at his age.
Yeah.
Eminem is the oldest nigga
And he still got
to ever live.
Yeah,
And
still
he just put out
So I don't think
Not
it's
to
an age.
ever live.
this nigga's the
Because
oldest.
I
nigga
remember when
alive.
I have a colleague who's 25, right?
He looks amazing.
He's 26. And
Pause.
His eyes sparkle.
and like I talk about certain artists, like, and then he's like, yeah, I'm not listening to that shit.
How
So-
old is he though?
26.
So that's where he
So-
is in life. I mean, he's 26 years old. I don't know what to
So,
say
yeah.
about that nigga.
So,
He'll be okay.
but I
one day.
remember when I was, 19, and there were certain acts that I loved when I was 12 and 13. I mean, fans age out, right? So sometimes the artists their fan base may grow with them.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get to a different point in life,
Yeah.
and you don't want to listen to somebody anymore, right? Because there's a disconnect, right? And I guess that just naturally happens,
But that's the thing, though, bro. So, I mean, the reason why I say it's marketing for real is because it's literally just telling the world who your demographic is. Fuck J. Cole. Fuck old niggas. My demographic is
that
young
was the
niggas right
whole
now.
thing, yeah.
And now I'm Lil Pump and I'm 5 years older. And I said, I'll never... What that nigga Uzi Vert was like, I'll never rap past 25. The nigga was like 23 at the time.
The Game said that
This-
too when he first came
Yeah.
in. Like, I'm not gonna
So-
be a 30-something-year-old rapper or something like that. And it's like,
And that means you're gonna get a job at UPS, nigga, and you failed. So where are we going?
So we should cherish a long career. We should still like preserve our legends and appreciate them. You know, check out the art and go to shows. I went to a Busta Rhymes. I went to the 50 Cent show. Actually, the victory lap, final lap.
Oh yeah, you did go to
I
that joint.
wasn't
Yeah.
mad at seeing. So
Busta Rhymes was there. He's an amazing performer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 50s music lasted the time.
Wow. Actually, I'm glad you brought that up. So one trend that's been happening lately is old niggas been going to places and performing. And they've been going to places and saying, this crowd ain't lit enough. This is not to my standard. Method Man, Busta Rhymes. You know what I mean? So what does that actually mean about the culture? What's happening? Are the old niggas confused? Are we lame and not turning up enough?
So
what's
I'll
happening?
speak to the
Both
method.
things
I'll speak
can
to
be
the
true.
Method Man thing. I would say he didn't say anything crazy. He just said like this. This is gonna be my last year because it's not really my demographic. It's not my crowd, which is probably true. Like, so there's nothing wrong with that. Now Busta spazzed. And I'm like, yo, what's up with bro? Like,
Get up right now.
Yo, put the fucking phones away. I'm like, yo, bro, like, relax.
It was probably personal for him because he's probably arguing with somebody about that.
But he don't come from an era of like, bro, wasn't no smartphones in the crowd. Everybody was engaged. People was singing along. It was.
But that's why I feel like they need to drop because like that needs to come back.
Busta be dropping though. Like
Busta
I'll say
do
Busta's
drop.
an act that still drops.
Yeah.
Like
I discourage you though. That's like when you go on a date. If there's somebody sitting across from me on their phone, like, yo, put your phone down. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't come here for this.
Yeah.
That's the
I
same
did
way
not
you think
come
about
here,
this-
and you can't really feel it. Like I always feel so goofy at a concert with a phone, and then like I might want to catch one piece just
record a
for
little something.
content,
Yeah,
but then
and
I'm just like I need to be in the. But some people don't need that, and a lot more people don't need that. A lot more people are like.
Phones out.
I understand why they're upset.
Focus on the phone.
Young Jeezy called me out at a show for being on my phone.
Wow. The snowman?
This was downtown in Atlanta. I think this was center stage or something like that.
That's
And I had a
crazy.
snowman
Where
shirt
were
on.
you at, bro? You were in the very front?
No, I was like he was there and I'm like up here, so I'm like kind of like
Oh, yeah.
front and
Yeah.
center, and he's
Face.
like, yo, the guy with the snowman shirt been on his phone the whole time. I didn't even hear what he said. People started tapping me like, yo, look. And I'm like, yo, Jizzle, what up? It was crazy. But I was not on my phone the whole time. But like I said, I was getting videos and stuff like
And
that.
trying to get
And
content,
then,
it's
but
like
I'm also enjoying the show though at the
Yeah.
same time. Like,
So what you think goes through a performer head? They like, yo, they ain't paying
What go
me
through a
no
performer
nah,
head,
because
bro?
You feeding off
Like
that
what goes through a
energy. Like,
performer's head? Like,
Whatever,
somebody's performing.
whatever
Because you
thought you
feed
have
off
when
the
you do
energy.
this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like
That's
I
the-
know
that's what
as
go through a performer
performers,
head.
they
Yeah,
went
what you
out
doing,
and they
bro?
feed on the energy of the crowd. So
It's like
you're
disrespectful,
not
bro.
getting
It's
the
like you really in your phone right now, bro. What's
I'm
going
going
on?
to see Chief Keef Monday.
Turn
Oh,
up,
wow.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So see, like he's another one that's been MIA forever, and
But he making a big comeback though.
That's one of
Nah,
him and
I'm
Sauce Walker
happy
is one
for
of my
him.
favorite two.
I fuck with Sauce Walker. I've been trying to talk about Sauce Walker
those are
for
the
a
best
minute.
two albums I heard this year.
Wow, that's crazy.
I like that.
We talking
It
about
ain't
live shows.
normal,
I
but
recently
I
went to
live
see
here now.
Party Next Door, right here in Atlanta.
Oh, yeah, Party was
Turned.
Oh, you did.
Party has a cult fan base that
He
I
does.
did not know
Yes.
about.
I just heard one of the records off his album on a playlist. It's is
No
it
Chill?
Yeah.
man.
I like that joint.
I
Turn
like
up,
the
man.
This Is My Mind song. It's like the DMX sample up in here.
Oh yeah.
I like that song.
Oh yeah,
I
yeah.
liked a lot of.
Y'all gonna
Of his
make
songs.
me.
He was good.
Yeah, that shit
Yeah,
was.
he-
Yeah, that's how he started
but
the
you
show.
know it's a
Oh, yeah, he
certain
did?
vibe.
That shit was
That's why
hard,
you go
yeah,
to a
yeah.
Party
I like
Next
that.
Door show.
Yeah. That's
I
That's
just,
that
you
vibe.
know, I don't want to go down the whole convo about like Party and OVO, like, because I heard Bryson Tiller say that, you know, he was gonna sign the OVO, and
Yeah.
really, you know, it just didn't happen, and
Drake didn't call him back, man.
and
That's what he
you know,
said.
It kind of people were
Yeah, he
saying,
was
well,
making.
well, you're lucky you didn't sign because then you would have been Party.
Whoa.
and you would have been in the OVO sweatshirt.
I'm not gonna act like he's not like in a much better position than Party Next Door.
Didn't he say something? He was talking.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. Cause he can move on his own. He's not under Drake.
Party Next Door has a
Who,
huge.
Bryce?
Yeah.
Bryson? Yeah, Bryson's a bigger artist, right?
I think that as an artist, he is a bigger artist.
He's a bigger artist.
After what I saw,
Because the only reason I would say, because I know, like, Party Next Door, anybody who's got, like, the ladies heavy, and I don't know.
Because Bryson could have had it. He had that same thing. That
Yeah,
gap.
he
had
had
it at the beginning. Then he just went
He
in
just
my.
went- So better and bigger is that's
No, Party. I genuinely have just felt like he was. I'm just a girl who listens to Party.
No, he
Next Door
could
every
be
day.
better.
I
mean,
really think.
I've always felt that way.
I'm gonna be honest. I think you could really interchange their fan bases.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge Bryson Tiller fan. I've always been a huge Party Next Door fan.
But he has a huge fan base. Apparently, his new album is really good. That's what.
The new Bryson, yeah, I fuck with the
shit
new
apparently
Bryson. He
is very
got joints
good.
on there. Chow, Persuasion.
But I ain't gonna lie. I think you could probably interchange their fan bases. But what I did see the other night at that party shit, bro, them people dedicated to that nigga. or something.
No, he does
It
have
was
one,
weird.
yeah.
It was crazy.
They probably, like,
But so
What you wanna get into? You wanna,
this is a must. This is because we're talking about strong black women, and recently I seen the best movie I've ever seen in my life.
Oh my god!
It's called Divorce
in the Black.
In the Black.
With, Megan.
It's with Megan and Corey.
You talking about the hug? Laughing at the hug with Michael Healy.
Oh, you talking about the hug?
Oh no,
my bad.
But you
don't
talking
gotta
about
talk
Divorce
that.
in the Black.
Divorce it's on Amazon Prime. Tyler Perry just put out a film. It's number.
You
one.
haven't seen it?
It's number 1 on Amazon Prime.
Is it number 1?
Yeah,
You know
Tyler
white
Perry
people
just
love
commented.
that.
Wow,
you
bro.
know who
He
white
just-
people love.
Wow, that's crazy. It's 0% on Rotten Tomatoes.
It
Yeah,
is
I
0,
heard.
and that was
I heard.
crazy because they were 0%. Come on now.
It's 0%.
Soul Plane
Racial,
had 50,
racial.
Soul Plane had 50 something.
That's my
like
favorite movie. Soul Plane.
Hey, I fuck with
Have you
Soul
seen
Plane. I ain't gonna lie. I be
Have you
going
seen
back
the
and
movie?
watching
Divorce
that.
in the Black. No,
Y'all want to watch a clip from the film?
I have seen
No.
some clips. I've
Yeah.
seen lots of clips, and that is what made me feel like I shouldn't watch it. Oh, this is
I'm not taking this. Miss Linda. Shut up! You said that your daddy was going to say something good about my boy, but I knew I shouldn't have believed you.
Hold on. I'm going to give you some backstory. So they're at the funeral for her son. That woman who was just speaking?
Yeah.
They're at her son's funeral. It's being presided over by her other son's wife's father, who was a pastor in the community. Okay. He is commenced to telling the community about what a detriment this whole family is at the boy's funeral.
Whoa.
That's where we find ourselves at this very moment. She's calling him out, as you just witnessed.
You ought to show her some respect. It's because of her that we are paying to bury your son.
Yes. And that's supposed to mean something to us? You think I care? Huh? Y'all have always looked down on us. Always. Do you think the Bertrands need your money? We don't need nothing from you. You hear me? Let me get the hell out of here before I say what's on this. Oh, my mind! Boys, get Cody. Get him!
Come on, boy. Yep. Deacon, let him go. Back up, just let him go. Let him go.
This is Linda. You did this!
Now you watch your mouth in this church. We were trying to help you.
Mama, please. Please.
Mama's gonna be listening.
Mom, don't do that.
No. We're not doing that. No, we're not doing that.
They should have at least some tomatoes for comedy.
Don't you dare.
Like, stop playing.
You think I need these hand-me-down clothes that your mama gave me? Huh? I don't. We the Bertrands, baby, don't you forget it. And we don't need nothing from you. Y'all, get the boy. Get him. Get him. No! Not the casket. Take him out. Take him out! All they gonna say is that they paid for their casket. Take him out of there. Take him out of there. Come on, get him.
They scared of they mama, really. They scarred a lot of people that day.
You think the Bertrands need your money?
No.
That was quite obviously very ridiculous and not a portrayal of any sort of realistic humanistic experience.
So that's what I said. They
Nope.
should have tomatoes.
No, never in my
You know,
life.
they be having shootouts at funerals.
Take the body out the casket
Hey man, anything's possible.
and drag
these
it
days.
with us. Bring it
Anything.
along.
They having shootouts.
I just think it was
everything.
common.
Where are they
It was
gonna
funny.
store it, bro?
Somewhere.
Wait, so did you see,
They've been bringing they've been bringing dead bodies to the club. You don't remember that? Come on now.
I gotta.
I did see that.
Yeah, anything.
Ain't that how Shawty?
That was crazy.
Shawty Love went.
They had Brandon VIP section and all
That
that.
was scary as fuck.
That was crazy.
Okay,
Dead
they gotta.
body.
But
So-
maybe he requested that. Did you see the bro? Take me to the club one last time before I, like, let me turn up with y'all. Like,
Sitting there with the shades like this, looking like Bernie.
oh, that was crazy. Like that was insane. But anyway, did you see? Did everybody? Well, I know you say you saw clips. Did you see the film? Did everyone see the film?
I saw part of it.
Saw
I fell
part.
asleep
All right, so I watched the whole film. Right,
for 2.5 hours.
with my family.
It's 2.5 hours.
Yeah, film. So is it that long?
It's 2 hours and 23
See,
minutes.
that's what I said.
But if it's that entertaining, I'm sure you
No.
didn't know.
All right,
cool
let
with
me get my breakdown. You know
All
what I'm
right, you
saying?
gotta, because he's the only one of us who knows.
I gotta get my breakdown. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, well, first I want to say that I think that Tyler Perry is great. I love Tyler Perry. I feel like what he does for the black community is extremely important, providing people opportunities. You know, buying, Fort McPherson, turning it into the biggest production studio ever.
Yeah.
It's just, his story is really amazing. Just rising, beating the odds.
Teaching
You know what I
50
mean?
Cent how to do the same thing.
Sharing knowledge with others, you know what I'm saying? Becoming a billionaire. It's extremely inspiring.
Right.
So
But
I rock with Tyler Perry. However,
I knew it was coming.
the films, we know they're the same tropes.
over and
over, the same stereotypes. And so I'll say about this film in particular, the first 10 minutes are just insane. And it's like he's just going straight in with the drama, right? And it's like it gets so ridiculous that it's actually comical. Like so,
immediately, it gets
like,
ridiculous
pure comedy.
immediately.
So you
Is
like
it satire?
so it's kind of like you watching it from me. I'll say I watch the films like where it's like it's just funny, like it's just funny. I'm not watching it for like it to be a complex, story or character development or anything like that. This film was not the best Tyler Perry movie. I'll say that. It was, and however, I thought it was interesting that Megan Good said that this is the most she's been paid on a film ever.
So did
She
Corey
did say
Hardwick.
And so did Corey.
Corey
it
also
it
said that.
It speaks to Tyler Perry,
Okay.
looking out for black artists, right, and creators. I just, I don't understand, because he's writing, directing, and producing these films himself.
You know what, bro?
And I just don't
You think
understand.
it's like he's
Let me
feeling
stop.
trauma?
Let me stop you there, bro.
I don't know.
I
because-
think that AI wrote this movie. Every last word. I don't think a human looked over the script at all. Because this movie was ridiculous. This movie was like, give me a hard-hitting drama about black people who are rich. And that's what we saw. We saw this chick who had no depth of character whatsoever. We never found out why she would be dealing with such a a problematic man. She was dealing with him for almost no reason.
Came from a great family, you know, this and that, you know. So we never got to...
She didn't even explain... They didn't even explain that she was a good girl looking for a thrill. They didn't even explain that much.
They didn't. Yeah.
She was just a good person who was putting up with utter nonsense. Yeah. This guy showed up at the... Dog. Ashley. She showed up at the house. Hold on. I'm gonna give you the spoilers. We're gonna spoil it because you're gonna watch it and say, "What?"
I already want to watch it for comedy.
The girl came to the house. Hold on. She said, "We gonna meet my friends at the restaurant." All right. She said, "I'm gonna go get dressed." Okay. She came back out. The nigga was gone. He went to the restaurant to meet her friends without her. They said, "Where is she at?" He said, "I don't know. I don't give a damn." This is literally what he said for no reason. I don't give a damn. She shows up. She's not mad. She's not upset. She just sits down. And then he's like, "You got a good job down at the bank. I need a divorce. Don't say nothing about it. Don't say nothing at all.
In the middle of
Sign the damn papers, girl." Literally.
Okay, so what I will say
and then I watched the interview where he said he studied Ike Turner from What's Love Got to Do With It for character development. And I realized that's exactly what the nigga did. He looked at Ike Turner and literally said, "I'm going to just be Ike Turner in this movie." And that's what we got.
People say he carried the film. People say his performance carried the film.
I'm gonna be honest. I stopped watching Tyler Perry films when I stopped watching award shows. They kind of stopped for me around the same time.
So I will also say that people said that this movie was an example of, you know, someone that's dealing with childhood trauma and how that appears and shows up in relationships. And they tried to add a layer of, you know,
drama,
just substance to what's being displayed, right? How that affects you, right? You start, you know, if you're not healed, if you come from a family, you know, where you were treated a certain way by your siblings or mother.
Yeah, I was like,
right?
They're definitely scared of their mom in this.
Okay. Let me
you have a
explore
drinking problem. You then turn into an abuser. You have anger issues. You know, a lot of things will then impact you as an adult. So that's kind of what I take away.
So you think that it is satire?
It's not satire, really. So he's saying something much more.
Yeah.
So to explore the girl, she was basically an empath because she comes from a very good home.
Mm-hmm.
She's an empath who wants to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Right, like her friend said,
and
when you tried to save that cat and the cat was scratching you up, and he's like, you're a caregiver. People have personality.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that. That would probably be triggering.
No, because I'm gonna be honest, Ash, you would never actually get to that level. You could never see from what they put in front of us that was their intention.
The movie was crazy, but I but it's like I look at it, but it went number one. So we gotta look at Tyler. This is a case study. Yeah. Tyler Perry has a formula. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. He's a smart man. He knows the business. He knows his audience. He has the number one shows among black women on BET. He got Sisters, The Oval, all these other shows, right? They're going crazy. So, you know, would I like to see some other stories from him like everyone else? Yes. However, I understand if it's working, right?
Hey,
people are going to watch it regardless.
These movies are just a continuation of the plays. Like, that's him.
He's literally figured exactly how to do that and bring it to that audience and build that audience. But that exact audience.
Exactly.
Like literally.
He's
figured it out.
He's grabbing
perfectly.
other people that are out of that audience because we're seeing the commentary on social media. And we're like, damn, I gotta go watch this for myself and see what's really going on.
Well, it's still that audience. It's just a different demographic because that person does exist in white people. That white woman just couldn't get down to the theater in Mobile, Alabama back in 2003 to see Madea. She just didn't know about it. But if she did,
she would have been.
She's just as interested in black people looking ridiculous as black people are. Like, for real.
I just said that's the first thought.
She's just as interested.
We weren't the only ones there.
So hold on, cause I know we gotta get out of this. Yeah. So the very last topic of the day, we were just talking about sisters and black women and strength and just being persistent until we get our opportunity and our chance in front of the world. So let's clap it up for Joe Biden for dropping out of the race.
I think that was a good move for him.
Yeah.
I was very shocked.
That shit was shocking when that shit happened.
I was like, whoa, he really did it. I thought it was too late. I thought it was too late in the race. I'm like, oh wow, he really did it. So they,
I feel like that was
planned. But
it's,
because he had to get the first, the wave. They weren't going to rock with her from the very beginning.
I heard somebody say that. I
just feel that way.
That's believable.
So
it was strategic. It was a strategic move to wait this long.
There's no other way to beat. There's no other way to. He wasn't going to beat Trump.
So that last Trump story, Trump getting shot, it just overpowered anything Biden could grab our attention
but
with.
It didn't really impact the polls as much, though. It didn't really impact the polls.
Ridiculous.
Well, we're not going to see it in the numbers yet. It's only been a week.
Tyler Perry wrote that shot.
I thought
that was a Tyler Perry production, bro.
The Trump shot?
Yeah, for sure. Did you know Trump is our first real nigga president?
I mean, I do have to. Every time we talk about it, we do got to talk about that person died, unless that was fake.
Somebody died. So that's unfortunate. Well, I'll just stay on Biden and the assassination attempt. But so my initial reaction was like, oh damn, well, it's over for the Democrats. Because I felt it was too late in the race. I felt as though it looks as if they're scrambling. They have to raise money. They have to put together a campaign. She's black. She's a woman. This is America. They ain't going. Then I had some days to sit with it. There is a chance that she can win. There's a chance, So, I'm interested to see what happens. Because I'm pretty sure people thought that we wouldn't have a black man as president. And again, that was a different time, but that was history. That was me. Like, I met a man who said, when I grew up, I didn't even see black people on TV. And then we had a black president.
No,
right?
bro.
So, I don't know.
For her to win.
I don't know.
Because I can echo your sentiments. When I first saw it, when I first heard Biden was out of the race, I was like, oh, it's over for real. After the shot, I was like, it's over for them. Then Biden dropped out, and I was like, oh, it's over for real. Then they put Kamala in there, and I was like, wait, I didn't even consider that. That's the queen moving all the way across the board in chess. That's the most exciting thing they could do to motivate any group of people that wasn't already on their side. And so I thought for a second, that's gonna be exciting. That's gonna get some attention. That's gonna get some people over there. That's gonna get some of the base motivated to go out and speak.
Because it's something to prove. We elected.
And it's a story.
It's
a positive story.
It's different. It's fresh.
It's novel.
Yeah.
They're going to have to hit that bitch on the bullseye to get her in the White House. They're going to have to get the vice president right.
Yeah.
They're going to have to get every speech right. They're going to have to figure out the exact right way to motivate people.
Yeah.
Because
I don't feel
you're
like
going to
made a crazy imprint so far. Like, I don't feel like I know enough about Kamala to stand behind her outside of the party.
And you supposed to be her already home team, no matter what. You voted for me.
They didn't utilize.
She still got to convince you.
Issa though.
You have to.
No, Issa voting for Kamala.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know if they utilized her in the best way in terms of building a connection with the black voters. They kind of just automatically assumed we were just like, y'all black, y'all gonna. Joe even said it.
If she
vote for me, you ain't black, right?
I'm gonna be honest with you. If she didn't understand that was her moment in the sun, I've got elected for the job now. I need to not be a part of whatever the fuck they got going on. I need to brand myself in the way I want to brand
more
myself.
visible. Be
Like
more
I need
connected.
to, cause that's what Charlamagne said. He said she's not the person I know behind the scenes, and if I did see the homegirl over there, I would be more interested in what's going on over there. But I haven't looked at her and said, oh, she the homegirl. She the actual chick I was with on campus. She the one that was in the neighborhood. She kick real shit. Like she really know how to hold niggas down and play with them white people too. If I knew to say that, I would say it, but I can't say it yet.
Definitely can't say
There's
that.
some things, you know. I mean, she's not married to a black man.
That's gonna hurt her.
That's optics, right? That could, you know, that could sway some people and, you know, whatever. But I think that damn, what was I gonna say? Somebody else gotta take it.
I think that really the first conversation is who's her vice president. Who do you get to stand behind her to motivate other people and not turn off black women? Who do you get to do that? In my brain, it's a white man who is a gay man, and his name is Pete Buttigieg.
A black woman and a gay man. Yeah.
Interesting.
Cory Booker, we gonna go do the full
I
black,
guess you might.
the full black.
You can't go black on black.
If they do black and black, black man, black woman,
It's over.
I'm voting for that shit. But it'll just be me and you.
Not unless it's her and Michelle Obama. It's if that.
All right, bro.
Oh God.
Get me out of here.
But
bro.
here's the
Michelle
thing.
Obama.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
Okay, I know what I was gonna say now. So I was talking to my wife about this, and you know, I was just like, yo, I don't know, man. I don't know. I said there's a certain group of people that were gonna vote for Joe Biden that I think that may not vote for Kamala.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
A full group.
She then said, well, if you don't vote for her, you're either, and you were gonna vote for Joe, you're either racist or you're sexist.
Cap. Both ways.
And then I said, okay, well, there's, you know, well, we're not gonna act like racist and sexist people don't exist in America because
We're
they
not.
do. And so the counter to that was, well, there is a base of people that weren't gonna vote for Joe because of his age, and that group of people may vote for Kamala for reasons why they weren't gonna vote for Joe, meaning she's younger, she may have more cognitive ability, she may feel like her leadership would be better than his, being, you know, in his current state. So I was like, oh, so they may get voters that weren't gonna vote for Joe. So it may balance out. Or she may get a new support that he wasn't gonna get, people that were on the fence, you know.
So they are gonna get a small group of people who weren't gonna vote for Joe that'll vote for her, but that group of people who won't vote for her that would have voted for Joe, it's a big group. It's a large group.
I feel like that is a large
And it's the
group.
primary group. It's the white men, bro.
And we don't know her.
It's the white men that have no problem leaning conservative, and they're a large group. Like, so.
I mean, yeah, I just gotta look at the numbers.
Do you think that she's okay? So let's talk about this because
be
we're
for
not
real,
gonna-
bro.
We're not gonna act like black people not supporting Trump. Do you think that there are some people that were gonna vote for Trump that are gonna now vote for her because she's a black woman?
I think the people that's voting for Trump is
They locked in.
They die hard.
They just Trump.
It's Trump or nothing.
No, I'm not even gonna say they die hard. I'm gonna say that she doesn't represent anything for most of those people that's gonna pull them away. So, because if you just on the fence like Trump a cool nigga, like if you really just the guy from wherever and over the past 8 years, you've been like, Trump cool, bro. He better than that other dude. What is Kamala bringing to the table that you're like, nah, let me scurve back over there? Nothing.
Yeah.
It's not like she said something to you about what she's gonna do for you or your community. She's just a black person, and you weren't making the decision off of that in the first place. She was already over there.
Yeah.
So it's a big L for the Democratic Party up front, and maybe they can carry it out through excitement, but they gotta do something amazing with this.
It has to feel authentic and genuine.
Facts.
It has to not like pandering, you know. And I thought initially like, dang, they should have did this sooner, you know. But then again, to your point, where if you do wait to the last minute a little bit, she's the sure Democratic nominee for sure.
Mhm.
Doesn't give anybody else a chance to put their bid in, any other governors or politicians, and
I think that would have split the vote.
It makes
early.
everybody. It makes the whole party rally behind her, which it did.
Yeah.
So that was probably strategic. But also, Joe, I don't think Joe really wanted to drop out. I don't think he wanted to drop out.
They think that's the only option.
I think the Dems, they was like, yo, listen,
Joe, you gotta go.
You gotta, hey, you gotta step.
Joe,
They was like, you know,
son, we seen that video, you son, standing there, frozen.
So reluctantly,
you can't do
reluctantly stepped down. Not like, oh, I'm gonna just hold on until the end and then pass it to her. I don't think they did that.
Damn, bro.
We're living in historic times, so I'm kind of like, I'm interested to see what's next. You know, we've never seen a lot of things that we've seen in the last 4 years.
But are the things that we've seen in the last 4 years like good things though?
No,
this shit is terrible, bro.
That's like, how do y'all feel? Because
this shit is a clown
scary
show.
To me.
Yeah, like.
Bro, we doing TV show type elections. Like
I saw Hulk Hogan.
The racist against the black chick.
I saw Hulk Hogan. I said, yo.
Literally.
Are we looking like a joke? You know, and it's unfortunate. I don't.
Bro,
it's like we were in a point where the political process and, you know, it's like we've delegitimized it. Or not we, but they have delegitimized it, right? To a point where I think it used to be a serious thing. People believed in it. People it was something that was like a core thing that, you know, as a contributing member of society, as a citizen of this country, this is what you're gonna do. You're gonna exercise your right. You feel like it makes a difference, et cetera, right? Or maybe you felt like it never mattered. But now it's like it's a shit show.
I mean,
you know.
Hulk Hogan, Amber Rose, Chef G.
But I don't want that to deter people from actually participating in the political process, because it's either, you know, I heard Van Jones say this. He was like, you know, you mean you're not gonna vote to change anything specifically, but you'll vote to defend and protect what you do have.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like defensively voting, right?
Be clear, bro. Voting is just it's an exercise in something, but the real point of it is to be knowledgeable about what's going on around you and how you can affect change through communal organizations and ways. So it's like once you figure out the policies you're voting on, you now are more likely to know where to go to speak to someone locally about those policies. Like, the point isn't to vote for fucking Joe Biden or to Donald Trump. The point is for you to understand how to make money, create revenue in your own community, and share that wealth with your community through being a deep part of your community. So, I mean, study the policies.
I've only recently started getting into that.
But take your own life seriously, though, because you gotta
Amanda
do
Seals,
that
I
first.
follow Smart Trouble in Atlanta. Like, those are people who I follow, and they always talk about, hey, do you know who your council members are? Do you know what's going on? I follow Cobb County. I know like where they're doing board meetings and stuff. So,
but it starts with more like closer to home than even that. Just taking your own. You know, you got a fucked up curb in your driveway. Your kid keep tripping on it. Figure out who to go to talk to about that.
Yeah.
Don't be helpless in your own situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you got to figure out how to put your kid through college, figure out where your money is going out of the hours you work. Figure out what that tax is. Figure out who to talk to about getting rid of that shit. You know what I mean? Because if it's a bullshit tax, you can talk to the councilman. You can talk to whoever. But when you get there and talk to the councilman, it's just not like, hey, man, do stuff for me. Tell them what to do and be knowledgeable. So start by knowing you can do shit. You know what I mean? Because that was my problem for the longest time. I didn't know that I actually could talk to people about actual issues I was having in my everyday life. I thought it was this more broad
A lot
thing.
of people feel like you said, you didn't know. A lot of people don't know where to go or that they can go.
You even told me about the potholes. I started telling you.
Like, people just kind of feel like, damn, it doesn't matter, you know? I don't matter. My voice doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You don't have power, but collectively we do. You know, and you know, at the local and state level, it matters even more in terms of your day to day. In terms of the presidential election, we've seen that voting actually does matter. You know, like when the numbers are so close. So I just want people not to be discouraged by all the stuff that's going on. Still make an informed decision for you and your family that you believe in. And,
you know what I'm saying? Pay attention.
And vote.
Pay attention to during which 4 years.
Our ancestors ain't die for this. They ain't march for niggas not to vote. Feel me? That's my That's my take.
Figure out when you made the most money and paid out the least. Just do that. Do that math. What 4 year period did you make the most and pay out the least?
Well, that's a whole nother conversation.
I'm like,
That's my only concern. When did I pay out the most? When did I make the? When I make the most, when I pay out the least. That's my only thing I think about.
I'm just, you know,
but you may have more concerns.
Like everybody else, yeah. You know, it's about what's best for my children, the future of this country. That, you know, if we decide to stay here, who's gonna make a better world for them? You know, it's not just about me and how much money I have or don't have. Like, or is my business doing well? Am I paying more taxes? It's like, you know, I kind of look at the bigger picture of just like what's best for everybody. But I know most people are gonna just vote based on what's best for them, which makes sense. I can't be mad at nobody for that, because it's all about self-preservation. Like, see, it's human nature. Like, I gotta do what's best for me. Shit, like,